Greetings, everybody, and welcome to tonight's match. We have for you another edition of Who's the Dominant Beast. Tell us about this match, Stephanie.
Oh man, tonight we have such an exciting lineup for you.
Right.
We have Paul Marquez, Mike D
Yep.
versus Chris Byers and Josh Martin.
Yeah.
And playing a little Scotch action. What are we playing tonight? We're playing 10 ball.
10 ball, no early 10s. That's important. Alternate break and alternate player. So no two players can break twice in a row.
Yep. Okay.
So here we're going to go give the customary wall pound.
Pound, pound. Let's do this.
Sweet. We're off and running.
That's exciting. People have wanted Chris Byers on the stream for a while now.
Right.
So, you're welcome. We got you.
Here we go. Okay, so it looks like Mr. Mike D.
All right, we got Josh Martin breaking.
Yeah, now Paul was saying that Josh Martin has quite the powerful break, so let's go to the break view. Check out what kind of break this guy has.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Josh Martin and his game.
No, me either.
But
588 or 589.
I do know
Look
that,
at that break.
him and his wife do a little homesteading situation, kind of like Mike D.
Oh, that's cool.
Getting into it. They got some chickens. We were talking about all kinds of stuff before.
Nice. I like how the fact that there's like all sorts of different breeds of chicken. It's not just chicken, you know?
Name some breeds of chickens, Jesse.
The great European black chicken. It's all black.
Oh.
I think there's a
It's
bit-
called
a-
the Great. The Great Black Chicken.
Yeah, there's
What?
that orange and black one. There's I don't know. There's
What are
a
you
lot.
talking about? A rooster?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a chicken. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Okay.
All right, we got some Clifford and Maxon in the chat.
Oh, hey, Cliff.
Some
You left
Kayla
your switch
Marie.
here, bro.
Yep. It's probably been a really slow day for Cliff.
Fun slumber party, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we got after it a bit last night, but
Complete with burnt popcorn and a pillow fight.
oh, really? Nice. I missed the pillow fight. Well, let's see. He's kind of tied up on that one, isn't he?
Yeah, Chris made that 1-6 combo,
Mm-hmm.
but he left him right up on there. But, I mean,
Jason Moore in the chat.
oh, that was a
Oh.
really nice attempt.
That was really interesting. Would have been a nice shot had he made it.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting from the 2 to the 3 would have been tough, but Paul's undoubtedly going to be pretty happy to be at the table. He is rocking Andrew Vincent's Bitter Apparel shirt.
He sure is.
Yeah. Developing clothing line for pool, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Has some cool stuff going on. I love the logo, the guy breaking the cue over his knee.
Yeah, and his font is good, too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, Paul's sponsored by Bitter now. He says,
and if any of you watched our match yesterday against Travis and Amber, they were also rocking some Bitter apparel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks good, too.
And what is Mike D sporting? What look is he going for tonight?
That's a good question. Now, Mike D, he's having a new jersey made up for himself, and it will feature our logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's so
because
exciting.
we're one of his many sponsors.
I was going to say, he's going to be like NASCAR up in
Right.
here. And then he's going to have to start selling space on his actual car, too.
Right.
Oh, but also,
All
great
right,
guy
so
to sponsor. That's why we sponsor them.
Yeah. So Paul's on the 3 correctly.
Enhance.
Play the 7. Oh, he
And he
barely
got it.
got it by there.
He
That
got
was
it.
pretty nice.
Oh, he's real close to that 3. What you gonna do?
Yeah, do you think he'll try and slice it in? It's kind of tricky because you got to get out of the way real quick so it doesn't come back and hit your cue.
And you got to make sure that you don't scratch in that side pocket.
Right.
Tricky.
I wouldn't be surprised if he thinned it towards the top rail
Mm-hmm.
and take the cue ball off this right-hand short rail and maybe get it up behind the 4.
Yep, looks like that's the play.
Yep. And how well did he do? He did super well. That's even really close, where it's like I wouldn't be trying to jump here unless you're really confident with those short, close jumps. In the chat, Tree Life says they like the corner view.
Cool. Yeah, we got lots of
Lots
of angles.
Yeah. This is a good angle to look at whatever he's going to do with this shot. Now, Chris is pretty tall, Chris Byers here. So he...
This might not be the best angle.
No, he's not going to go that way. Taller people have an easier time doing a good jump angle at close range like that. But look at what a nice kick that was.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, that was an almost.
yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah, Chris was telling a story before we got started of playing on a stream against James DeVee. And I was like, whoa, that's a really tall match.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Tree Life, yes, we have 4 cameras. 2 of them can move and look around and zoom in and zoom out, and 2 of them are just fixed.
Oh, that's unlike Mike D.
It really is. Yeah.
He got real good shape on that 8, though.
Yeah. And that could be a little bit what caused that unlikely miss from Mike D is, just trying to get too much out of the cue ball.
No.
Can happen sometimes.
It's
But
the first game.
Rule number 1, make the shot first.
First game.
Yep. Yeah, there's probably some of that going on too. The first game weirdnesses. Nobody's settled in just yet. Now let's see what kind of angle he gives Chris Byers. Oh, he did real good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, rolled just far enough, not too far. So he'll either draw it or follow it. Yep. Now see, Chris has to be aware of what kind of angle he's leaving for Josh and know Josh's game well enough to know what shots he can do really well and what shots he might have a difficult time with. Let's see, because he's a little flat right here. He's going to have to move the ball a bit. Yeah, so Chris is going to try and tell him to go high inside and probably double that corner.
Yep. Use the rails to move around the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Just got to make sure you get enough juice on that ball. There you go. Flawless. And miss the side.
Nice.
Chris Byers and Josh Martin might be first on the board. That's interesting. Nice shooting. I haven't really seen Chris play too much. I just hear about what a great player he is. So this is kind of cool. Like I just noticed on that shot on that 10 ball, kind of just had to tap it in, but he's got a real long backstroke. He pulled his ferrule back to his hand pretty much. But, his nickname is Big Smooth. So, and no doubt because of his playing style. So, real treat to see a new player here in the room.
Yeah, 2 new players.
Mm-hmm. Byers has been in here to do
Commentary.
Yeah, he did with Cole Gibbons when No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
The
it
two
was.
of them. What was the match? Morgan Joe?
Yeah, it
Morgan
was.
Joe's
It was
match.
Morgan's match.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good match too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they're all good matches over here.
Mm-hmm. They sure are.
Okay.
That's pretty good. The cue ball's in the center of the table. He's
Yeah.
got a shot at the one.
Yep.
I wonder if he can follow this shot into the two and nudge that three out.
Yeah.
He might be able to do that, but the tricky thing is, like, what's going to happen after that?
Yeah. Is that two going to get stuck behind something? Maybe.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Nice to see that Paul's accepted his fate. Like-
With the glasses.
Like I have.
Yeah.
That I have to wear them. I just play better. I mean, don't take yesterday as a as an indication of my play, but I have to wear glasses. Like getting older. That's a doozy.
Oh, man. If that had just caught the three a little bit, that could have been a real solid hook. Now let's see what Chris decides to do here. I'm not sure if he can make this in that upper left corner.
What's up, Chris Nealon?
Oh, and Dylan Deitchman's
Yeah,
here watching
Dylan.
his dad.
Yep. Looking forward to the father-son match that we have coming up for you next month with some,
Yeah, that.
dads and grads.
Yeah, on Father's Day.
Yep. We've got
He's
a lot of cool matches coming
There
up.
we go. Cut it in there.
Oh,
and it
it
hung
just
up.
hung.
Well, those backhanded cuts like that are tough because you can't see them as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And speaking of dads,
Chris Byers is a new father.
yeah,
Baby's only like a few weeks old, right?
yep, something like that. So, congratulations to
Yeah,
Chris on.
And what's his wife's name? Arena? Is it Arena?
Yep. I know we have player sheets in here, but Paul and Mike D have played here a few times, and they fill out a new player sheet like every match. So we have 3
Yeah.
player sheets for each of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we have a small book.
I know, I know. That's what I'm saying is we do have a small book on Mike D and Paul Marquez.
Yeah, Chris Byers says SVB is his favorite player.
Well, I mean,
I think he's probably
he's the GOAT.
he's probably the most well-rounded right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex is super well-rounded. Alex has even got some snooker titles. Alex Pagline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I always enjoy watching him shoot too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shane's a machine.
Yeah, we're going to get to see him up at the Don Weir.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations. You got
Yeah.
your invitation. You finally checked the mail.
Right? Okay, so Paul's trying to hide over there. Didn't quite get it, but this is still a difficult shot. You know, I mean, even if you make it, the 7-ball situation is no joyful picnic.
Yeah, this shot is no easy shot. You're up close to that rail, so you can only see part of a cue ball. You know that cue ball is going to travel.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on the rail, so you can only cue at the top of the cue ball.
That is not on the rail. It's just off.
Yeah, real tricky shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the things he could kind of do, he's kind of on the line for the 3 railer, so he could make it go a little long, like maybe a diamond and a half long, and get that 6 ball down here below the 910. so he went to make it.
Yep, that one's tricky.
Yep. Yeah, it's got the gray 6 and then the turquoise 7. So yeah, this one's going to be a little tricky. Let's see what Mike does here, because he's just going to roll up on it. He says, you know what, this isn't the right shot for me to try and get shape on the 7. Making this ball, like, why not do that? The only issue is Chris is real close to that ball, so it's not going to be too big of a deal to thin off of it and bring the cue ball down to this end of the table. And there's some things to hide behind.
And Chris wants to give a shout out to Ira and Max for letting him come out and play pool tonight. He says he loves you guys with a big old happy face.
Oh, that's so great.
Oh, love it.
Yep. See, he's going to get put into there.
Oh,
wow.
like
Did
a
he get
champ.
it?
Oh, yeah, he did.
He did.
Friggin' sweet.
Oh, if he gets in between.
I would not want to be Paul right now.
No way. Yeah, he's got a kick off this left rail, though. So had he got that ball a little bit more under
we're
the 7,
calling that like
would have been jail.
You're kind of in jail here. Is he going to be able to get out?
Well, Paul, like Mike D, is a pretty accomplished one-pocket player.
Oh, he just missed it. Okay, well, that is one successful safe resulting in a ball in hand for Chris Byers and Josh Martin.
I guess Josh Martin manages a car dealership or something like that.
And on that note, that's also one hand flip for Paul.
Oh, we caught a hand flip. Yeah, nice. That 7 is causing people some problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, it looks like it's super close to whether or not it could go in. Cole D in the chat.
And Bonnie, what's up, ladies? Bonnie, you going to be playing this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
On the ladies' stomp at the Silver Star?
No, it's 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, and yeah,
weekend.
Memorial Day.
Yep.
2 weeks. Love to see you there. Is that hand flip free zone?
No way.
No way.
We just count them.
For funds.
Yep. It's a stat.
We also have chalk snatch.
Oh, we got Trevor Sigendick in the chat.
What up?
That's awesome. He's on a train.
I love the train, heading to take the train up north. It's like $20.
Wow.
So cheap. And yeah. And also, if you're heading into... Where did I get off last time?
Where do you get off?
No, somewhere in Seattle. Just downtown, I think. I rode the train up when you went up early for a tournament. And I joined you a couple days later.
Oh, yeah, that was at 15th Street.
And it's the perfect amount of time to watch True Lies.
Oh, nice.
It was perfect.
All right.
Yeah, Cliff, we know you're a hand flipper.
What's he going to do here? Is he just going to... Can he make it? I guess he could. All right. Right arm.
Oh, Kayla, you're up too? Oh, girl, yeah. I'm so proud of you. You got to put yourself out there. I mean, me too. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but you know what? It's good. You got to put yourself under pressure.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't read minds, what we're talking about is the second NWPA stop this next 2 weeks at the Silver Star Saloon.
Yep, it's on the 30th and 31st and 1st, something like that. Last weekend. Perfect.
Yeah, what is NWP? Northwest Women's Pool Association?
Mm-hmm.
NWPA.
Yep. Exactly. You know.
Josh and Chris take another game.
That cut Chris had on the 9 just now was absolutely perfect to leave his partner in line.
Yeah, I mean, 2 games, that's not really a big deal because we know what warriors Paul and Chris are. I mean, Paul and Mike.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, Paul. Mike D rattled 1 ball and Paul's out. Yeah, right. They're ride or die bros for life.
Right.
Ride together, die together. Bad boys for life, right? You've probably never seen Bad Boys.
You're right. I think I've seen bits of it. I would watch it. I'm not afraid. Oh, man, that's just unfortunate, but I think this is a pretty good opportunity for a jump shot. He made the 3 ball. You know, got a nice, got a pretty good runway on both sides of the obstructing 4 and 5. Plenty of room to take off, plenty of room to land.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, that 2's a little wonky.
Right. It is totally wonky. I don't even see a carom or anything like that right now. But we'll see where the cue ball ends up. That'll really tell us what his options are with this 2 ball.
What a nice
Ooh.
jump.
Okay. Chris has got to look at it. I'm not sure if he can bank this.
And remember that there is no early 10s.
Verboten. Okay, he might be pointing at the rail where he thinks he needs to aim to do the 210 combo.
Well, at least if he makes the 10, he gets to keep shooting.
Yeah, like if he can miss the side pocket, that's not too terrible of a thing to try because he can probably hide behind the 4-5, going 2 or 3 rails. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, he does have really smooth cueing action.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nice slow, long backstroke, and then accelerates through the ball real well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that necessarily as much because I just don't have his arms as long as him.
Nobody does.
Right.
I know that you didn't live around here really long back when Mike and Mike were the commentator for the Blazers. But there was one Mike was a young guy and one was this just a crazy old man named Mike.
Oh,
And
okay.
back when we had Nicholas Batum on the team, old crazy man Mike would just yell, long arms, because he had really freakishly long arms.
Right. When Mike and Paul get in their groove, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. All right. Yeah, I think he's moved that over a little bit where Paul's going to be able to keep it to the left side of the 8.
Yep.
Even if he hits the 8, he's still going to have a shot on the 7.
Oh, the glasses are off now.
There is a chance that he is going to put them on and take them off according to what the needs of the shot are. Like if he can make a shot or shoot a shot without them, but he might put them on depending on a shot. We were talking about that earlier.
I just feel like let's just go ahead and continue to speculate. You know how I love to speculate on things.
Yeah.
What are they building here? I'm going to speculate.
All right. Let's see where he's trying to get with this. Now that 8 must go, otherwise Mike wouldn't have left in this shot.
He's checking it. I think it's going to be tight, but it looks like it does.
Yeah. He's probably just taking a little bit of extra care because he's got to go 2 or 3 rails to get up there for a shot on the 9.
Oh.
And did you see how he steered his cue on that shot?
That was a very
Yeah, you could tell he wasn't
Filipino style.
Well, he kind of
Twisted it.
Twisted when he went through the shot, which is a good indication that it wasn't that comfortable a shot. It was real close by the 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's got a shot to get short side shape on the 9 if he decides to cut the 8 in this lower left. However, I think it's, if you're going to cut it into the side pocket, as long as you don't scratch, I bet he's going to have a good shot on the 9. But he went for the bank, sunk it.
Oh, and he nailed it.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Josh.
Yeah, very nice.
That was excellent.
Well, we're going to get to see a real pretty shot from him right here.
Yeah, he's got to get down on that 10.
Yeah,
Get his partner down on the 10.
He's got to put some boogers on this ball. Yeah, he's going to jack up a little bit. He's going to apply some power to this thing. He might just be able to drift, like stun it.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
was fancy.
He did a good job with that. Wow. Yeah, sure does have a pretty accurate delivery to do that. Big smooth. Oh.
What a heartbreaker.
Oh. Yeah, I guess everybody's feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
Mike D's missed a shot. It doesn't
Paul
seem,
missed a shot.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like everybody's like comfortable yet, but it means Mike D and Paul
Right.
Marquez get themselves a point.
Lot of pool to play. And with the alternating break. Everybody will have an opportunity, and people won't be able to just run racks. All right. Who we got breaking? Mike D?
Mr. Mike D. Yeah, they made a point to make sure wasn't going to be all like Mike breaking on this team or Chris always breaking on the other one, so they have to alternate. So basically what we'll see is Mike is breaking fourth.
Okay. And unfortunately, got a dry break.
It's dry, but they're going to get back to the table because I'm guessing Chris is going to push.
Yeah, we got a couple problem children up in this rack.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like every rack there's been a little bit of a problem child to deal
Yeah,
with.
there's been at least one or two
Mm-hmm.
couples or clusters.
Yeah, let's see. Josh Martin's favorite players. Check this out. Ronnie O'Sullivan, absolutely. Shane and Chris Melling, and of course Efren. Chris Melling's great. I'm really surprised you don't see him winning more major tournaments because he's just a wizard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you want to hear something adorable?
Yes, I love adorable
like
things.
barfingly adorable.
Oh goodness, what?
Paul Marquez said his favorite player is the world famous Mike D. And
Oh,
Mike D wrote Paul Marquez.
oh, they're so funny.
I know, they're BFFs forever.
Right.
So yeah, I am aware that I just said best friends forever, but that's
All right, he found some cover. I think he can shoot in between the 2-4 though, so he might be able to do some sort of defensive kickery.
Cliff, you're not a problem child. You're a problem adult. Oh, you silly.
Oh, he could
Oh,
actually
what
see
a
the whole
cut.
thing. Nice. All right, Mike D's going to have a look at this
I
too.
had the glasses on for that
Difficult queuing position over this 7.
one. Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, he's got to hit it pretty soft. It seems like if he's going to make the 2 and kind of leave the cue ball in that window, that narrow sliver of a window, to look at the 3.
Nice. Oh,
Look at this. Get out.
yeah. Who is this guy? Oh, the world famous Mike D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paul Marquez's favorite player.
Yep.
All right. That was a really nice shot. I like the way he said, no, I'm not going to try and hold it up. I'm going to lean into it. Oh, is he going to get a shot? No.
Ooh,
Oh, that's tough.
just like one more inch. You could have seen that.
Well, let's see. Yeah, this ball isn't that close to a rail, so it's a smaller ball. He's looking exactly how thin it is. All right, he's got a decent jump opportunity. It's far enough from the 5, and he's not jumping over the middle of the 5. Oh, but the 5 was still in the way.
Hmm.
All right. That really helps the chances of Chris Byers and Josh Martin getting out here, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Stop shot, stop shot, stop shot.
yep,
You got to move it a little bit from the 6 to the 7.
right.
Okay. Well, Chris would probably like to have a little bit less angle on this, but I think he can do like a outside spin drag shot and kind of hold it right about there. Kind of let the spin throw it down the rail just a hair. It doesn't have to go very far. Yeah, that was really interesting. Yeah, for even a shot that soft, he like pulled it all the way back and went slow forward and then accelerated.
Hmm.
I'm going to be paying attention to his stroke mechanics.
Well, he's a hell of a player, so. What's up, AJ? Chris? Thanks for joining us tonight. Got to get you back over here, buddy.
Yeah. Got a lot of great people in the chat.
Okay.
Both Dylans. Nice.
Oh, what up, Dylan?
Double Dylan. Okay. Yeah, pretty straightforward out here. He's going to get natural position on the 8. And
Lovely.
As long as he doesn't do a stop shot right here, he's going to leave Chris a look at the
You either
9.
have to go forward or pull it back. Don't do a stop shot.
Right.
Take your pick. See? This side or this side? What do you like?
Mm,
You like pull it back a little bit.
well, I think he's got a better chance of like if he goes up if he goes forward and shoots it that way, then he can come off the rail like that, and that's what Chris is telling him here. Whereas if he draws it back, Chris has got to go up table and back down. So he's like, yeah, you can just roll it up there on the point. Yeah, the chat says go forward.
Draw 2 rails. Trevor, get out of here. No, just a little push. So,
Yeah, that's real nice.
as some of you may know, my favorite player is Jasmine Ocean, and we watched.
Look at that.
She's
That
got
was
some
so smooth. Wow.
real great training.
Yeah,
Like,
she does. She
some
really
really
puts
great
out,
stuff on YouTube.
yeah, if you want to learn a lot of stuff, highly recommend Jasmine Ocean's channel. Got a great video on stop shots.
Right. Well, she's a big fan of. You don't hit the ball any harder than you absolutely need to for the shot. All right.
Which is a lot harder to train yourself to do than you'd think. What's that deer up to? Nice.
Yeah, we didn't change him from yesterday.
Well, I
but-
changed the glasses.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks cool.
Deer's ready to party it up.
Yep. Or he might crunch some numbers. We don't know.
Them eagle babies.
Just chilling.
We get to see Chris's break, I think. Or is
Nope.
he racking for Josh?
He's racking for Josh.
Okay, so Josh breaks first.
I mean, traditionally, the guy standing at the end of the table with a cue is going to be the one breaking. But,
Some
I mean,
real great foreshadowing,
that's
right?
like just, my power of observation.
Let's check out this break. Oh, yeah. He's doing great. Cool. All right. The one ball, not really too makeable unless Chris has a bank. Do you think he might have a bank? Can he get behind the 6 enough? No. Now, so he can kick into the rail with a bunch of right-hand spin and send the one ball kind of towards his bottom side pocket, and the cue ball can stay on that left-hand rail. But let's see what he does. Oh, he can also do this. That was even better.
That was pretty good.
Yep.
Oh, Jeff Hayes says that we lost Pato Sheehan this weekend. That's really too bad and too bad to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Our condolences with Pat's family. One awesome thing about being involved in this community, though, is when we lose one of our pool community members,
Mm-hmm.
the odds of a memorial tournament and getting together in their honor and playing is pretty high.
Oh, yeah. And so in Phoenix, the community there is so big and so many great players and people in it that it was kind of an issue. People
Too many
passing-
memorials?
Right. And so they were just kind of like, maybe we just need to have one, and which is kind of like the tournament happening. I think that's this next weekend up at 15th Street, the Big Dog.
Oh, is that one of
Well, one of their tournaments
Deb
they
and
have up there.
Sue?
Yeah.
those ladies put on a real fun tournament.
Oh, they surely do. Yeah.
I love their giant boards they
Yeah.
use,
You just
and
walk up and look at it.
they're such nice ladies.
Yep.
I really enjoy them. If you ever get a chance,
Yep.
go play at 15th Street in Auburn.
Yep, that's a good one. But yeah,
And
that's kind of like they have their big, huge board with all the memorial, players that have come
Then
and
we
gone
just
over
played in
years.
the Steve Peterson.
That was good.
That was fun. Good time. Julie did a really good job running that.
Oh, look at this. Oh, did he get a rail, though?
He must have. Were they discussing it?
Well, if he's at the table chalking. Yeah, they must have agreed that he went into it and then the rail. It was pretty close. Let's see where Chris puts this ball. Okay, he used the 8 to stop. I was like, is he trying to get right behind that? That would be tricky. He's got an edge of it. But the thing is, where do you hide? Where do you duck? Unless he doesn't have an edge of it. Because what? You cut it towards the 4 and just try and get down here, leave distance. Yeah.
Yep.
That works.
Oh, but he can see it.
Well, you can totally see it, and this combo is easier than a lot of them are. Doesn't mean he'll take it, though. Yeah, but I like these type of combos because you can just go, you can make the 1 go rail first and then hit the 4. Oof.
Well, hey, thanks for that comment, Tim G. Some real talent in the Pacific Northwest, and there sure is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we're a little spread out, but yeah, lots of great players here, and lots of great players up in the Seattle area, all over Oregon, and he did it again. He did that shot earlier. Remember that?
Did I hear him say 10 ball side pocket when he shot? A real jokester, that one.
Let's see what he's going to do here. Yeah, he's probably not going to move it too far away from this 4. Just nudge it and send the cue ball somewhere far away. I don't know about that. No. Sold out with that one. But this is going to be tricky. He's got to dig into this a little bit to pull it back to center table for a look at the 3.
Glasses on.
Glasses are on. See what I mean? Depending on the shot, you'll see him use those glasses. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's workable, I think.
Yeah, almost got all the way there.
Yeah, Mike D's capable of slicing this down the rail. Going to do his stretches first.
Yeah, if he doesn't like it.
Yeah, see, making this ball, cue ball goes back, bouncing back and forth, and it's never not going to see the 4. So that's why I like trying the shot.
It's funny. Paul got glasses, and he wrote on here that he's really into old man games now.
Look at that. See,
Straight pull in one pocket.
Just don't go behind the 6. Nope, that's going to work out real nice for the boys.
Mm-hmm. Good. They can't let him get too far up.
Yeah, he's liking those glasses. He was telling me that he wore them playing some straight pool, and he distinctly remembered 4 shots where the glasses made all the difference. Oh, he got a hand flip.
Oh, there's a hand flip.
Yeah, I think he wasn't too happy with the fact he left Mike kind of flat on the shot and queuing over the 6. but Mike can deal with that. Now Paul just has to roll this 6 ball in, this gray 6.
Yep, speed's going to be everything on this shot.
Everything. I mean, you got to...
Everything.
I would include,
yeah,
I would
everything.
include some aiming.
Nope, it's all speed.
Yep. Oh, it's a drag shot. Is it going to get there? It is.
Oh,
wow.
cliffhanger.
Literally. That was awesome.
Fell off the edge.
Yep. He can do this 2 ways. He can come back. He can go forward.
Did you ever see that movie?
Cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. John Lithgow was hilarious. In
Oh,
that,
my
even though
God.
he was trying to be a bad guy.
I love me some John Lithgow.
Yeah.
I just think he's one of the best. And yeah, you can't take him for serious as a bad guy.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. It was just, it made me laugh to see him, like, try and be angry.
Yeah, and frightening. When it's like, okay, settle down, Grandpa.
Right.
All right, looks like Mike and Paul.
Another point for Mike and Paul. And let's see, now it'll be Paul's break. Look at that, standing by the table with a cue, just like you said. I don't know. I think he rocks those glasses just fine.
Nobody said he looked bad in
Well,
glasses.
he was saying he was not sure
Oh,
about
he's old.
how he felt
Oh.
in them, you know. Because it's a totally like a departure from his sense of style, I would think.
Whatever.
I think
You
they're
just gotta
cool.
get new style.
Yep. FTMF, Team FTMF. Taking it down. Oh, real symmetrical. I like it. But watch the scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, didn't scratch, but he also didn't sink anything.
Yeah, that's 2 dry breaks for Paul and Mike. Zero dry breaks for Chris and Josh so far.
2 for Josh and Chris.
No,
Oh,
0.
0. Wow.
2 for Paul and Mike. 2 dry breaks. All right. Josh Martin up at the table.
Let's see where he puts this ball. Is he rolling up on the 5? Show enough. It's not going to quite get there, though.
Not
And he didn't get a
quite.
rail either.
Oh.
So Mike D is going to totally love this ball in hand. Guess the real issue is, where is he going to put the cue ball? To get shape, to get
On that
handy
2.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can stun it down over there. He might also just straight up like do a stop shot, leave the cue ball behind the 8, and move the 1.
Derek, I'm going to have to agree. Paul and Mike sounds like a talk show or a podcast. Yeah, they're just always a show together. Always.
Oh, yeah. Anytime the 2 of them do commentary in here together, that's what people in the chat say. Yep. He's just said, you know what? Have fun with this.
No, we're always trying to have fun with it. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't fun.
Oh, no. I mean, he's saying have fun with this shot. Like, he could have made that 1 and stunned up there, but why? The 2 doesn't have a pocket, really. So I think that was a great move.
Oh, and happy early birthday, Derek, by the way. I hope you guys have a nice weekend at the beach. We are also going to try to run away to the beach this weekend.
Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Caught the wrong side.
But Mike's gambit paid off.
Okay, and that was a successful save that resulted in a ball in hand for him.
Yep. Oh, you're so good at keeping the stats. I love it.
Gives me something to do.
Right. Yeah, my attention wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this too.
Yeah, well, women are better at multitasking.
It's true.
I don't know if men are capable.
Um,
You, or it's something about the way your hormones and brain works that it makes it much harder to do. I'm going to go with societal expectations of women, and that's why we had to get good at it. Oh,
oh, you could even say that it goes back way further than that. Just different roles people had, even in like early human times. The dudes were out hunting, and the women were hanging out at camp, doing a lot of chores and raising children. So yeah, it just, it's in your genes.
I'm not even wearing jeans today.
Okay. Let's see here. Is Mike D going to take on this bank?
Hmm.
See if he makes this bank. Yup. Nice. Hello from Lincoln City. James Brinson in a chat.
Oh, what's up? Oh, Bonnie, no, we're heading up to Ocean Shores where the beach house is. And if it's nice, we're going to take our bikes. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we're also going to see what they say about that noise in the car. They're going to look at that Friday.
I'm sure everyone is like really thrilled for that update, Jesse. This guy just says whatever comes to his brain. And just to give the
I've never
public
said
an
anything.
idea,
I've never said anything that
Jesse
didn't
has
come
a
to my brain.
very cool car that he loves very much.
It's a good car, yeah. It's so practical.
Yeah, he's got a WRX little
And it tows a trailer. Put a trailer hitch on a sports car.
zippy off-road car,
Yep.
little rally car, and it is fun.
Oh, look at that nice
Sweet
cut.
shot.
Gave Paul a real good
Cool,
angle.
cool,
Paul's
cool.
just probably going to just draw this back.
Yep.
Let's check it out
Yeah, give me.
from this view.
I was gonna say, give me an overhead.
Yeah. Yeah, he just really doesn't want to draw too short and force Mike to cut this and have to send the ball over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, still going to have to send the... Well,
No?
he can tap it in and
And just bounce off the rail.
Yeah. I would probably put some inside spin on it so I didn't even come close to getting behind the 8, though. Yeah, see, he's looking at it. He's like, you know what? I think I might be able to spin this. No, he's going inside spin. Yep, just keep it super simple. Yeah, that's the shot. Going multiple rails always looks cool, but if you're going to run into a problem, that's how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, nice shot, Paul. Stop, stop. And then what? Well, I won't stop it on the 9, but it was a real good shot.
Oh. Oh, great. Okay, looks like they're gonna tie it up.
Very nice.
Race to 10.
Yep, they're starting to get more comfortable. That's great.
Yep, totally.
I knew it was going to happen. Because, I know Chris has kind of taken some time off from pool and come back to it and taken time off. And now he has a new baby. And I'm not saying he's not a great competitor. I remember, but yeah, Mike D grinds harder than just about anybody I know.
That's true. He'll put in the work.
Mm-hmm. Look at those eagles. They're going to fledge like within the next few weeks.
It could be any day now.
Yeah, they've been practicing their wing flapping.
And looks like they might be getting ready. That is so funny when they just jump and just flap around.
Mm-hmm.
So silly. We got Mama.
Ooh, look at
Okay.
that break.
Yeah.
Lots of action on that.
Woo!
He moves his whole
Holy.
body.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Definitely comes from kind of more of an old school break where it's like break as hard as you can. Oh, I can hear one of our crows. Nice.
He's probably like, where's my dinner?
Right.
Feed me some Cheez-Its.
Well, I think he's got a little look at the edge of that ball, yeah. So as long as he can avoid the scratch in the upper right, he's got an opportunity to get that 2 ball kind of over there by the 6. And the cue ball up by that corner pocket. He's got a lot of stuff to hide behind over there.
Yep.
So let's see what he does. Or is he pushing? He's pushing. Okay.
Yeah, that works great.
Yeah, the only reason I don't like that is because whatever Paul or Mike do now, they're going to give it back probably. Is that what they did?
It looks like it. I mean,
Yeah. I'm surprised because there's some things you can do here. You can shoot the 2 into the 1. I mean, you don't want to accidentally make it, but... Or no, wait.
he just
He
pushed.
Yeah, he pushed and he didn't give him a look at the 1. That's what's happening. Sorry, brain. Didn't work right then.
Yeah, I was like, what are you even talking about? What a nice try, though.
Yeah. Your brain totally didn't work.
I'm like, error, does not compute. Okay, Paul up at the table. He wants to give some shout outs. First, he would like to shout out Mike D.
Right.
He loves him. And his lovely wife. We all love.
Oh, yeah, we all love
Lady
Kirsten.
Marquez. And shout out to Andrew Vincent for the Bitter Apparel.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for some cool pool apparel.
And he wants to pump his Dragonfly Billiard Academy.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing lessons out of Sam's and the Silver Star. So, Portland people, Vancouver people, invest in yourself and taking a lesson or two from Paul. He's awesome to work with. Plus, I promise you, you'll leave the lesson just feeling
nice shot.
really pumped up
I'm
being
really
around
pumped
him.
up about that shot.
Yeah, holy hell.
Man, he hit that good.
Put him in jail.
Yeah, he's so close to that 3.
Mike, you look at Mike D, he's walking around slow like, fuck.
Right? Like he just finished a plate of nachos. Yeah, I mean, he can kick into the short rail, but that window between the 3-1 is pretty narrow. Like, but what else do you do? You know, he's looking at it going, gosh, that's tough. Because he's, fortunately, it's on the good side of the table for a right-handed player. But, yeah, he's got to use some spin. That makes it extra tough because you're jacked up over the 3. Got to twist it just a hair because you can't hit it according to what the angle might say because there's a pocket there.
Todd says prison, not even jail.
The gulag.
You're an Alcatraz, bitch.
So yeah, he's telling him, well, gosh,
Yeah,
maybe you take a foul and tie something up.
yeah.
You know, you could super thin the 3 into the 1 and just like tie them up.
Somebody give us a thumbs up. Cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Well, that is a successful save that resulted in a ball in hand.
Yep. believe they're playing three foul.
Oh, and your song's on in there.
Oh.
You're going to be singing this for the next
Oh, look
forever.
at this.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, this guy. That was back to back, like devastating saves. Is there three foul and 10 ball?
Most of the time, 10 ball's played with a three foul. Yeah, I would definitely do the.
Parole denied. Todd, you got me.
I don't know. I don't think the three rail. Yeah, I think this. It's got to widen out, and that might be kind of tricky.
And I don't know.
Especially,
I'm trying to remember what they said if they were playing three foul or not.
I'm going to assume that they are.
I'm going to
10
assume.
ball.
I'm going to assume they are too because they said the only mod that they're making was no early tens.
Right. I like no early tens.
Yeah,
Like spot it back up. Keep playing.
Yeah, I like it too.
This isn't 9 ball. This is a thinking person's game.
This is a thinking person's shot. What do you even do?
Right. You do this.
What?
You do this.
What?
Wow.
Get out of here. All right. Well,
Oh yeah. Did Paul just flex?
That's a jailbreak for Paul.
That was really nice.
That was.
Mike D's got to be happy about a performance from his partner Paul.
Seriously.
Yep.
Great job.
Let's see what Big Smooth does here. So we got some news.
Oh.
This Thursday, new cloth on the table. Let us know what color you think it might be in the chat. It's not this color. It's not royal blue, and it's not the tournament blue either.
Yeah,
We're switching it up.
won the appeal. You guys are killing me with these. Yes, this is a 7-foot diamond table. And yes, gray, everybody. We're hopping on the gray train too.
Yep.
It will be less work for the cameras to try to
resolve the colors.
We'll have less blurriness, and Jesse won't have to go in every stream and manually adjust the focus that currently he has to.
All right, let's see. This could be interesting. Okay, he's trying to get behind the three, and he did it. Don't scratch. Oh man.
Oh,
that was going to be a brutal save.
Again.
Yeah.
Again. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so the issue is this royal blue. Blue is a very high energy color, so the camera has to resolve that blue and then also
the balls.
The balls, and it's fortunately they have an HDR feature to do that, but
it will be just a cleaner look and easier on the camera.
Yep. Wouldn't that be silly if we were going like a lime green?
No.
Oh, they make that cloth.
Barbie pink.
Yeah, if it was really easy to do cloth and inexpensive, I'd probably try something different.
But
I'm
it
actually
isn't, and it's not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, speculating about a reality that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind red cloth. Some people hate it. I don't mind it. The table we had at home growing up, it was burgundy.
I was just thinking in the 90s, man, a lot of people had burgundy tables.
Yeah.
It was all mauve and, the 90s. Oak and mauve and.
Yeah, it was like
a freaking maroon pool table.
I knew somebody with a camel. It's kind of like a light beige.
Yep. I knew somebody with a camel table as well.
Oh, there's a pool hall in Vegas called Pinky's. They had bright pink. That was interesting. I didn't mind that. It's interesting.
Red cloth feels like Liberace. Well,
That's a funny
I
thing.
would say my table has purple Simonis on it. So
Oh, it looks good. It's about the same color as that purple 4-ball.
yeah, it's beautiful, and it's a black diamond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually
Real.
a really calming, nice, peaceful color to play on.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
It's really swanky.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is he going to inside spin this? He sure is.
Yep.
He wouldn't do this on the other side of the table because he's right-handed. All right. There we go. Okay, he did real well there.
Yeah.
Left Mike a pretty easy shot to get on the 7 and the 8. I think this is a done deal.
Yep. Mike and Paul looking like they're getting in stroke now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Mike is a huge proponent of just playing 4-ball patterns.
Yep.
Just throwing 4 balls on the table and getting out. So that just means when there's only 4 balls on the table, Mike's at home.
Looking good, looking good.
Yeah, just nice little textbook pattern, really. Looks like he might be going back instead of going forwards. Which that makes sense, just stun it over there a little bit.
Yeah, Bonnie, we talked about that fuchsia yesterday. Amber was talking about that fuchsia, and I actually know some ladies. Oh. I mean, I just started blabbing. I figured this is over and we're moving on.
Right.
And, they gave that game back to him that they stole earlier.
Yeah, I'd be real curious. That one, maybe he just kind of took it for granted a little bit, like, oh, just a little.
He didn't have his
tap it in,
glasses
tap
on.
it in. Oh, he didn't? Oh. Well, shake it off, Paul. Shake it off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to shake that one off. But yeah, like I was saying, I do know some ladies that have a black diamond with the fuchsia
Oh,
on,
wow.
and it is so fun.
Have them send us a picture. Can you reach out to them right now and say, hey, will you send us a picture?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, Patty, send me a picture of your pool table. Patty and Katie.
Oh, I was just sitting here thinking how if she sent that to you, how I could get it up on the screen here so people could all see it. I could do it. I could do it. Okay, so he made a ball in the break, right? But there's no shot here, so...
Yeah, what?
I mean, the smart move here is to push, because what, you kick at it?
Yeah.
Why? You're just going to leave him a shot.
Yeah, you're going to have to go 2 rails, too.
Yeah, so he's probably trying to think of what type of push strategy he's going to go with. Just roll the 5-ball into the rail by the 1. Well, that's not too bad. However, there's some pretty good safety opportunities. He can bank the 1 down here towards the 6 and come underneath it and put the 1 kind of hidden by the 4-5, and the cue ball could stay up at the left side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
He can also thin the 1 and send the 1 near the 5 and have the cue ball under the 10-4. Okay, yeah, he's moving it down there like that. That worked out. It worked out real well. That was a pretty traditional safe, just kind of whatever angle you got to bank it, put it in the middle of one of the short rails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, much more simple than either one of the options I had thought of. But that's why he's Chris Byers, the great pool player.
Yeah, he's one hell of some of the best pool players in our whole freaking area, man. This is an exciting match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured he was going to kick under it like that because a lot of good things can happen. And that's not too bad. Combo's not necessarily wired. The Eagle cam is switched to infrared for the evening.
Noise. Let's zoom in. Enhance. Sorry, I'm scrolling through her Facebook to see if I can find it for us.
Oh, are you?
But man, she's so fun. Also, she plays with Barbies.
Oh, does she?
So she has always staging these elaborate Barbie scenes and taking photos. They're really fun and funny.
Like a bar.
Like
bar.
here's Santa Claus and Spock playing guitar.
Oh,
So,
that's fun.
I mean, like, it's a holiday theme.
Zach Zager in the chat. Nice.
What up?
Okay, he's got a tricky thing to deal with here. So he's probably just, what do I do? Is he going to go for that? No, he's not. He's going to try and play it safe.
Yeah.
Simple. It works.
Yep. Right in the middle of the table.
Yep. Paul.
So much stuff around it.
Paul doesn't really have too strong of a bank. I mean, he could try it in that upper right corner, but it's a low percentage shot. Ooh, nice. He's got a 2-rail escape here, and even a 1-rail escape here, but the ball being away from the rail makes it small.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small target.
Oh no, now I've gotten into her food pictures.
Oh no.
She's also a baker and this really amazing chef. All right, well, I'm not finding it. And now I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's too cool of a thing to not just have a picture that people can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is she
Harvest from
does
their social
lots of
media.
things, man. So
Going for the 1-rail escape, it looks like. Ooh, he tried to bend it a little bit. Just barely missed it.
well, what's up, Joe Stone, Jackson McDonald? What's up, buddy? We're gonna have you over here soon. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, we've got a lot of really good matches coming up.
We sure do. All right. Let's see how much Paul moves his cue ball here. Yeah, he's got enough angle to come between the 6 and the rail and get back out to center
Oh,
of
I
the
think so.
table-ish. Yeah, actually, you wouldn't want to be too center of the table because you got an easy 2-rail position on the 4 from the 3 if you keep it over there. He did great. Now Mike can just follow this ball. This thing is having an autofocus issue, but
See, that's one of the reasons we're switching to the gray.
well, this is just they're walking in front of it. Okay. Very nice. I think it's if he can follow this and miss the 10, which I'm pretty sure he can, It's not going to be too difficult for him to come back up table to give Mike a shot at that 5. But from that angle, getting on the 6, you're going through traffic. So Paul wisely swung around the table to give him a better angle for that 6. So he didn't have to deal with the 7 or the 8. That was a smart shot, Paul.
Mm-hmm. Nice shot, Mike D.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they're looking in sync.
Yeah, now Paul's miss on that 10 ball might be exactly what they needed to refocus, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I really doubt that...
Here's her Barbie pool table in her Barbie house.
Oh, there we go.
I'm still looking for it. Oh, the pressure.
There we go.
Looking good, looking good.
Yeah, let's see. Chris Byers, what kind of cue does he shoot with? He shoots with a P3, Predator P3 with a 314-2 shaft. And Paul, I know he's shooting with a Davini Sneaky Pete, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know it's a Davini.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Davini.
Well, I mean, for that matter, what's everybody else shooting with?
Yeah, Chris is shooting with the Predator P3.
Does a P3. Josh is shooting with a Predator Danny Sanchez.
Okay, 30 inches,
Yeah,
3-inch extension.
cool. And
Mike D shoots with a Jerry Oliver, one of his sponsors. And he really likes that cue. I know that. Well, I think everybody probably really likes their cue. That's why they have it. Nobody's out there playing being like, oh, this piece of shit.
did you mark that win?
No.
Come on.
Get with the program, guy.
I'm clearly scrolling through Facebook right now looking for a pool table. You gotta run the buttons.
All right, let's see him squat this cue ball. Been breaking real good. All right, real symmetrical. It lost the cue ball just a hair, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But do notice, had he kept that cue ball in the center of the table, what a nice opener they would have here.
Mm-hmm.
But the 5 and the gray 6, problematic. It's not even on a really good angle where you're going to be trying a combination. So we're going to see a little bit of safety play, or we're going to see a really cool breakout shot.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like cool shots.
I'm a fan of them myself. Oh. Did he get him real good? I think he probably got him good enough. Yeah, so Paul might be kicking into this bottom long rail at that. The angle's not too wacky. And the one ball's close enough to the rail, you know. Oh, he might be able to twist around this.
It looks like he's jacked up there. He's going to twist it.
Yep.
We got it.
Yeah, he did, but at what expense?
Possibly the rack.
Right.
I mean, you still got that 5-6 situation.
Right.
And that
let's
sucks.
see here. So.
Oh, here's a picture, kind of.
Oh. Yeah,
Finally,
there it is.
kinda.
Yeah, I wish you could see more of the table.
I also, but she had that made for her wife.
Wow. Oh,
Barbie,
that's
the
one of
Barbie
those.
billiard um,
That's one of those
room.
Delta 13 racks, billet aluminum racks. Those are great.
No, it's all bedazzled and shit. It's very cool.
Okay, so let's see. Josh shoots this ball. He doesn't make it because I was going to try and extrapolate. Oh, which one of those players will be on the 5?
Did you have a brick?
Do we have a what?
A brick. My phone's dying. I got the charging cord. I just need a brick.
Look around right there. There might be one on the other side of the island. I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I see your hand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Just unplug whatever's plugged in there. All right.
Okay.
Mike D got a dead phone.
Don't want your phone to die in the middle of a match.
No. And Molly's getting juiced. Let's do
Right.
Josh Martin's shout outs. He says he loves his wife,
Laura.
Laura, and kids Cameron and Charlie, and he underlined love
I love.
so much.
Right?
He loves you guys so much. That's awesome. And yeah, really excited to hear how your chicken adventures go.
All right. So he's not going to have too much of a problem getting on this 2 ball. And from there, the 4. But like we said, that 5, 6. I mean, they've got enough separation. And see, Paul and Mike are both accomplished one-pocket players. So that combo might mean something different for them.
Yeah,
than
I was
most.
going to say, I don't know. I feel like you could get that combo.
Yeah,
You're just going to have to hit on the right side of the 5.
right.
So
well,
getting that angle, it'd be really helpful if
yeah, and that's one of the
they
things.
can get straighter on it.
One of the things both of them have said plenty of times when they've done commentary here is that, don't be afraid of a combo. Just get the right shape on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So Mike's tapping the table where he thinks he wants that cue ball to be. So, yeah, I think not as much of a problem as we thought we had identified earlier. Yeah, see, he got the good angle on it, too.
Great angle on it.
Yeah. He wants to be close to the rail so you don't have to cut the 5 backwards into the 6. Yep.
Nailed it.
Not a problem. Slow down. Yep. I think they look like they're on a real good path to get this rack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's asking, do you want me to draw it back and give you the 2 rail position from the 8 to the 10? Or just roll forward a little bit. Yep.
Nice.
Well, that's good. He's got enough room to get to the bottom half of the cue ball. So he could just kind of stun this backwards. And leave him cut on the 10 into that upper pocket. The other thing he could do, he could go forward with some right-hand spin and bounce off the top long rail and come over here into the position too.
Yeah, I think he's going to push through it.
Yeah. Yep. I think that was the better decision anyway.
And you got it.
Yep.
Okay, Mike. Seal that deal.
This time I'll remember to push the button. Oh, he tried to miss it.
Phew. All right.
Yeah,
Let's,
earlier we were talking about Paul.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
here's Paul's Dragonfly Billiard Academy. Yeah, if you're looking for some affordable one-on-one private lessons with Paul, there's his information. Look him up.
And he's on the socials.
Yep. Yeah, Paul's not only a pool instructor, he's also taught wrestling. He's taught martial arts. He's probably taught somebody how to drive.
He's he's real patient.
Yeah.
And,
Kind of a natural instructor in that regard.
exactly.
All right, let's see how he does with his break. Got that straight back leg like a snooker player. Pretty good. Held the cue ball, made a couple balls. Things are looking good.
Yeah, this
So
doesn't look terrible.
Now, if Mike plays pocket speed and cuts this one into that bottom left corner, he can come around 2 rails for shape on the 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 to the 3 is a little tricky just because you got to maintain the fact that F5 is right there. So don't want to get hooked behind that.
Nice.
Yeah, Paul could just draw this up. Get it kind of towards the 6.
Yep.
Yeah. But you got to make the 3, and then the 5 is the next ball.
I was just going to say, but then you got to make the 3 and try to stop it right there.
Well, no, you wouldn't do that. I think he might want his cue ball kind of where it is now because you can make the 3, use the top part of the top rail to bounce back towards the bottom rail for shape on the 5. But you just have to have enough angle to be able to do that. So we went a little far. So yeah, you with more angle, you get more cue ball movement. That can make it easier to get the cue ball to move, but makes the shot tougher
why did you
too.
say it like a cow? Movement. Having a bit of a discussion there.
Yep. I don't blame him. Yeah, because he's got to cut it in and go back and forth, but end up on that rail
I
or
like
close
this.
to it.
Let's check it from this.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Mike probably knows the shot from one pocket, probably. Oh,
Don't go in.
Don't go in. Don't hang up.
Oh! Is he hooked? Looks like it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to cut it and like put outside spin on it and try and get on the other side of the 5, but
It was almost really, really good.
yeah, is he able to twist it? He might even be able to see the whole thing. Who knows? Nope.
No, he's behind. Nope. Look at him. He's
Making-
shaking his head.
he's
Nope.
making faces. Yeah, I
Can't
think
see it.
He's probably going to try and twist it. Yeah, he was smart and called it in the corner. Even though it's kind of, a low percentage shot to try and twist it and make it. It does happen,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, he's trying
I
to go
don't know.
twister style on it.
Yep. Make the cue ball into a real tornado.
We just watched the new Twisters.
Wasn't too bad. Oh,
It-
look.
It has
nice.
a cool fire tornado in it.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that yet. Well, it was a good attempt.
How many Sharknadoes are there now?
I don't know.
Like 5 or 6. That
I heard the new Final Destination is dope.
really
Yep. Gonna go see that sometime this week, maybe.
give you more ways to be afraid to die. Like, am I gonna worry about my dishwasher now after seeing this movie?
Don't go in a tanning bed. Don't ever be behind a log truck. Don't ride a rickety crickets roller coaster.
Mm-hmm. Don't chew on electrical cables.
Who does that?
I don't know.
Who's chewing on those?
Somebody did and died, probably.
No, I feel like it was just the wind knocked down a live wire that was sparking on Allie.
Oh, I was just saying, don't,
Allie
like,
Lauder's car.
In general, don't chew on electrical wires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got that, everybody. Sound advice from Jesse.
Like the cat under the chair in National Lampoon's Christmas. Remember, just and it died. That was a pretty good shot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the 90s movie with Kirstie Alley and John Larroquette, Madhouse?
No. I
No.
didn't.
It's pretty funny. But there's a cat that eats a bunch of cocaine and dies in it. And turns into like a cat tornado and then falls over dead.
Nice little counter safe. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, effective.
Chris back at the table.
Oh, man. In Wyoming, I heard stories about them giving cocaine or speed to turtles and racing them on a pool table. And, yeah, eventually the turtles would die, though. So that's no fun. But, yeah, when you're living in an area that's with wind chill in the winter can be like negative 30 degrees or whatever, you just do stuff indoors. Look at that cool jump cue.
You just do effed up things to animals indoors.
Oh, man. I didn't do this. I was no way a part of this. Ooh, gave it like a haircut.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Yeah. Hey, it works. Didn't foul.
No fouls.
Kirsten's in the chat. Nice.
What's up, babes? You gonna be playing at the next tour stop, Lady Marquez? I hope so.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Nice.
Okay, now he's got to get him back down on that 9.
Yeah, I'm curious what path he's going to take. Go forward with some outside spin or go forward with some inside spin? Inside it is.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty straightforward to get on the 10, but I like the fact he took some time beforehand to just extra make sure. Yeah, I think they conquered whatever nerves they might have been feeling earlier in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely settled into it.
Okay.
And the score
Reflects that.
Well, that's a good break last time.
Where do you think that deer is with that costume?
He's out in the Nevada desert, high on mescaline, looking for aliens. That's the vibes he's giving me.
Right.
Okay, maybe peyote.
I thought you were going to
Definitely
say
a
it was,
desert drug, though.
or he was out in the desert, like trying to write a story about a motorcycle race.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Covering a cop convention
Yep.
while on adrenochrome.
All right, let's check out Chris's break. Wait,
Yep.
there we go. See this whole body movement right here. All right.
Nice. Got to look at the one.
Yeah, we got a little bit of an interesting cluster situation on the top half of the table here, but sometimes that happens. You break the balls and they explode from the rack and they bounce off the rails and
Didn't you literally have a ball explode once?
I didn't. Well, I had a one ball, the old Cyclops ball sets. Yeah, I guess they had a quality issue, and yeah, the one ball I had, the one popped out of it because you put it at the front of a 9-ball rack, a 10-ball rack, so it gets hit a lot, and it cracked. But my buddy,
I was at Legends once and somebody exploded a 2-ball.
oh wow,
Yeah. I can't remember who it was, but I remember it happening when I was down there, maybe for like APA or something like that.
yeah, my buddy Ben Sutherland, you met him in the Q-Tech booth.
Mm-hmm.
Ben,
Yeah, Ben's great.
Yeah, Ben's awesome, but he just worked on the brake shot. That was his thing, was just being really amazing at the brake. He would win those brake contests they used to have, who can brake the hardest and measure the speed of the ball and keep it on the table, and he would win those.
Cool.
Yeah, and then people would hire him to test their brake cues, all that sort of thing, but he was telling me those Cyclop balls, first time he broke with a set of those, the ball blew up.
Whoa.
But he can break 40 miles an hour and keep the ball on the table.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
and he's a really tall guy, too.
Yeah, he gets a lot of leverage.
Yeah. All right. Looks like they're going to be making the 10 and spotting it.
Yep. Pointing at the spot, saying, hey, if you do that, there's going to be a 10 ball right there, so don't hook yourself on this future ball.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, just barely.
Oh.
Well, now it's up to Paul. Try to do the same thing.
Or can he get it past that 10?
Oh, no, it's not going past the 10, the 4 ball. No, he's got to make it, but what he's got to be concerned about is where does the 4 end up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. That'll do.
Pig. I can't ever hear that'll do without thinking it. I just can't. I'm broken. Curse you, babe.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if he goes rail first here. Rail first into the 4, because you can kind of widen it out a little bit, and get that cue ball over there, kind of in between the 10 and the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or go past the 10, just don't want to stick behind it. That was
Yep.
real nice.
He can see it.
Yep. I like the way you did that. I think that was smarter than what I was thinking.
Well, Kirsten, one tear. I'll miss you, girl.
Nice. Did real well on that.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
up, Julie? Yeah, no early 10s.
Continuous play.
We gave you a shout out earlier about doing a great job running the Steve Peterson last weekend. All right.
Just got to get off the rail enough to not make it weird for Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm gonna be there for tour stop number 2. I'm all signed up.
That'll be fun.
I will be. Bunch of awesome hot lady pool players all in one place playing pool. It's gonna be fun. Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be fun to go and support you and watch.
Yeah, maybe you can do an assist with Tyrell in the booth.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yep, he didn't get off the rail enough, so it made it weird for Paul.
Yep.
And that weirdness
Oh.
reared its weird old head.
Oh, we got opportunity for Chris and Josh. And they need this opportunity. Can't let these fools get out ahead too far.
Right.
Because, one thing I can say about Paul Marquez is like when he catches fire, man, he catches fire.
Mm-hmm.
Mike D is a real consistent player.
Yeah.
You know?
Mike D's like a train or like a
Not that Paul isn't a consistent player, but I've seen him just heat up, like, for instance, in the bank ring game that we had.
oh, yeah.
Once he started feeling it, he just went, like, berserk mode.
Yeah, he banked 8 in a row at one point.
Something like that.
It was ridiculous.
Nice.
There we go.
Seals the deal.
Brings the score closer. Oh, man, I hope we get a hill match.
Oh, my gosh, I hope so, too.
Yeah, all these guys are such great guys. It's like I don't want anybody to be the loser.
Right? I agree. Let's see, what do these people do outside of pool?
I know Paul loves to cuddle with his dog.
Oh, and Mike D does whatever his wife tells him to do.
Oh.
Yep, great job.
Josh has some fatherhood that he enjoys. Fishing, cars, but mostly pool. And it's all underlined, so I hear you. Oh, okay.
Chris, new father, but he likes hiking, walking dogs, and traveling. And Paul Marquez also says that he's an avid skateboarder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's well known for skateboarding.
Yeah, he's out there doing kick flips.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe an ollie or two.
Like off the top of stairs. That always just looks like it's so tough on your ankles and knees.
Well, at this age, everything's tough on your ankles and knees. Right. I was freaking doing yard work earlier and was like, oh, my knees.
And my ankles.
Got the cranky ankles.
Crankles?
Crank ankles.
Okay, cut this in. I'll be curious, is he going to put the cue ball by the 9? No, he's going to bounce near it and unfortunately be hidden behind the 4. Just put a little bit too much outside spin on it.
Enhance.
Wait, I thought that was Mike D that just shot that shot. Ooh, nice jump.
Yeah. That was a great jump.
Yes.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I kind of just zoned out for a minute.
All right, so Chris is just going to roll this up and give him probably a shot from above the 7.
I was reading these sassy responses to our questionnaire.
Ooh, he almost hung one up. Look how
Ooh.
well he planned that 3
Wow.
rail. Went in between the 6-8.
Get out of here, man.
Oh, goodness, that was cool.
Of course he knew that. I'm like, wow.
He's like, yeah, I'll hit just before the 8.
Yeah, Big Smooth. Was that his
Right.
name?
Big Smooth with a V.
Oh, Big Smooth.
Yep,
Oh.
allegedly.
That's a pretty cool nickname.
Right?
I want a cool pool nickname.
Yeah, smooth is actually less work for your mouth to say than smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah. The TH sound, that's a dental fricative in the linguistic world.
Oh,
Yeah. V,
fun fact.
kind of labial fricative. Okay. Fun with linguistics.
Fricatives.
Now, yep.
Fricative is a pretty fun word.
So he's probably just going to stop this here, I would think, and let Chris just bounce off that right-hand side rail for shape on the 9.
Nice.
Yep. Hit it confidently with authority.
Yeah, he... Same shot he used on that last 10 ball.
Yeah, now look at this. Look at this stroke he's got. Yep. Such a smooth delivery.
A smooth
Smooth.
delivery.
Yeah, you can really understand where he gets that nickname from. Oh,
Oof. That was a little nerve-wracking.
and
Boom.
they're tying it up.
Now we got to race to 7.
Yep, not to be outdone.
Just goes to show like how easily either team can get right back in it or not, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, at this level, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that just came from what? That one weird shape that Mike didn't bounce
on
off the
that
rail.
7
Yeah, he
for
didn't bounce
Paul.
off the rail enough, and now it's tied up. Look at them sleeping eagles. I wonder if that flying squirrel is going to be bothering them tonight.
Yeah, we got to. There's 2 flying squirrels that live in the bottom of this nest, Fiona and Freddie. And the eagles can't see them at night, but they can hear them moving around, and it freaks them out. And it's pretty funny to watch the babies kind of freak out and not know what they're
Yeah,
seeing.
and the thing is, like, the eagles will never solve that mystery. They will never see those squirrels.
Exactly, because they only come out at night.
Right.
All right. Josh Martin breaking.
Oh, missed the 9 ball on
Ooh.
the side.
Just barely.
Got a little love from that 3 ball, perhaps. Blocking the 1. Yeah.
Definitely.
So they may have to push here. Or kick. He might be able to do a kick and stick behind
And
the
that-
1 and send the 1 down here by the 10. That wouldn't be too bad.
That is the very first dry break
From that team.
from that team.
Yeah. Yeah, John Fisher in the chat says, yep, this is a great match, and I would have to agree. Both teams are settling in and shooting well.
Totally.
You know, Mike D and Paul took them a couple games to get their feet underneath them, but yeah, Mike D is just like a train. It's just this unstoppable force.
Oh, I hope he doesn't meet an immovable object.
Right. But yeah, he will just grind. He's never out of it. He's probably going to go 3 rails. Thin it. Leave a lot of distance. Yep. And he did an excellent job of keeping that behind there. Is he using the 7 also?
Oh, boy.
Whoa. Well, I think Paul can clip the edge of that 1, but this is no fun shot.
Yeah,
you have
I'm
to
like,
be
I
real
don't-
accurate.
I don't want to be Paul right now.
Well, you're going to clip it and send it towards that corner. So he's got to hope that he can widen out the return of that cue ball so maybe he can get behind the 4 without scratching in the side. He's got some balls on that edge of the table he can hide behind for sure. Now he's looking at the kick. Yeah, that's a great defensive shot by Chris. Left Paul scratching his head. This is a good angle. We'll be able to definitely tell what the cue ball hits first.
Yeah, he's going to have to put some spin on it. Jacking up. Oh.
Wow, are you serious?
Get out of here. He just jumped it in.
He called that, right?
Freaking
He did. Nice.
slow clap. For that,
Nice.
holy
Wow.
hell.
That was silly. Nice shot.
Not
Chris is
only-
just like,
yeah.
gosh, how bad do I have to hook him? Well, a little bit. That was. All right. Let's see if Paul has a look at this too.
I don't know. I think I'm going to give him a wizard shit for that.
Yeah, that was a wizard shit.
That was a wizard shit.
I think he's got a position on this where he can go 3 rails and get back to short side on the 3. Have the cue ball go like around the 7 ball, and then come out in between the 7-8.
There's so many balls on the table to be traveling that far,
Yeah, I mean you got to have that.
you know? And that's real thin by that 10. Like, so thin.
Yeah, we'll find out if it's makeable or not. So yeah, I think he's looking at the cue ball's path right now, so it tells me it's makeable.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. That was definitely the shot of the
Oh,
match so
okay.
far. That was a really nice shot.
Nope, it was too thin. Wasn't able to make it.
I don't know. Josh Martin had a really killer jump shot earlier too. And I remember being like, "Yep, that was an awesome one."
Yes, Josh is just checking this out. He's trying to figure out how am I going to hit this to leave him for the 3. Because you roll it real slow, you can do that.
Yeah, just the slowest.
Just, but those can be kind of testy.
Right.
Yeah. So he's put some inside spin on it. That helped out.
Okay.
Yeah, left Chris a bit of
Yeah,
a cut, but
not terrible.
I don't see Chris having any problem with this particular shot. I think he's more or less concerned about making sure you pick which side of the 6 you're going to have the cue ball go on.
Perfect.
Nice, excellent speed control. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Josh is going to check that out.
Six on the side. Work them sides.
Yeah, that won't be too bad. Chris will be able to make that shot. That's 6 past the 9.
Nice.
Nicely executed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing Chris is going to try and do the best he can to give Josh a shot that gives automatic position on the 8.
Right.
So it's not too bad. Josh just got to follow this. It's flat enough. He can follow it and still get a good look at the 8 after he makes this. So and that was the only thing that he could have done to make it difficult. Chris is going to have a problem cutting this in. But, yeah, that was the one thing you had to
Yeah.
make sure is get
That's one of those
travel.
terrible that you kind of do in between both of the things you should have done.
Yeah.
Or either or. But it is Chris Byers, and he will just slice that shit in like it's no big whoop and go back and forth 6 times on for perfect position. So, whatever.
Right.
No.
I'm really surprised they haven't taken a player break yet. We're about halfway through this match.
Yeah. All of these guys have spent a lot of time in pool halls, playing in lots of tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-blam.
Yep. Just such a smooth
Yeah, I'm going to check this out real quick.
cueing action. What do you want to check out?
I want to check out their Fargos.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, Chris Byers is,
718, 580.
semi-pro there. And
Yeah, so Mike and Paul are actually the higher Fargo team, but I mean, what? By 16 points?
Yeah, exactly. And Josh Martin at 588 is, no slouch.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, these are arguably some of the best players in our Portland area.
Yeah, I think.
And hey, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thanks for spending your Monday night with us.
Yeah.
Make sure to like our videos and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out with visibility.
Yep.
And we value your support.
Yeah, then it helps us more easily promote the players, the people they care about, the things they care about, and sponsors they might have.
And, we just do this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is our home here in Vancouver, Washington, and we just like to play pool and get together with good people.
Yeah.
So,
And showcase some pool for people that
you want to play a match? Hit us up.
Yep. Yeah, I've got to deal with some messages. I've gotten a bunch, so.
Perfect. I mean, yeah, our calendar is filling up, but we have spots available. So, also, if you plan it a month out, it's pretty awesome because then you have a goal to work towards, right?
Oh yeah, something to practice for, train for. Be like, oh, I got that match on the stream.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come and be on a stream and look like a clown.
No, that was me yesterday.
Oh, that was nice. Just roll up on that stuff.
Oh my goodness!
That's-
What? Get out of here!
Yeah, the 5 is blocking the easy one rail escape.
No, well, you.
I mean, you got to maybe twist it, but still, yeah, the 5's just right there where. Yeah, that one rail kick is going to be difficult.
Yeah, it sure is.
So.
Yep, he's calling it over there though.
He must be able to twist it or something like that. Ooh.
Oh, boom!
Hit it.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Mello, for liking this video. We appreciate that. And Dylan, yeah, we'd love to have you over, buddy.
Yeah, we'll get
Anytime.
Get gray cloth on Thursday.
We've got to break it in. We'll be playing a lot of pool. Or will we? Because we're going to the beach.
Yeah, we got Cody Johnson coming back on the 30th. And then we got the NWPA event.
We've got the bike rodeo on Wednesday.
I know. I got to ride a unicycle for a bunch of children.
In a banana costume.
I know.
They're preschoolers. He's going to blow their minds, everybody.
Right.
It's going to be great.
All right. What's Big Smooth up to?
He's going to take this on the side.
That makes a lot of sense right now. Oh.
And he got the breakout.
I know. It was like a.
Man, he's fun to watch play, huh?
Mhm.
And that's how he got to his 718.
Yeah, so he's talking with Chris a little bit like, hey, what do you want me to do here? Because you got to combo the 2 into the 6. Hopefully leave the 2
It's
right
like
there.
he's like telling that ball what to do, pointing at it like that.
Yeah.
You better go in. You better not rattle.
Here's an idea. You could cut, like, real sharp cut, but you get this 2 to go in between the rail and the 7.
Okay.
You're gonna lose your cue ball, but yeah,
No.
then it makes it like a stop shot on the 2 into the rail, and then you have the 3 in that other corner. But got to control the cue ball, and that's gonna be really tough doing that.
Yeah, Karen the 6. I like that.
Yeah, smart idea, Dylan.
Yep. Don't count out the caroms, people, especially when you're playing.
Pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
where
I was gonna say like 9 or 10 ball, right?
where the 3 is, but Chris will be shooting the 2, so.
So who cares? Let him deal with it.
Oh, let's see what Chris is going to do here. This is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Maybe break view. But he's also a lefty. No, just kidding.
Is he going to, like, draw this with some outside boogers on it and try and get down short
I
side?
think so.
Cool.
Look, he's going. He's using
Yeah.
a bunch of left.
Yeah, notice how he didn't really even have to hit it that hard.
I
to
mean,
get that
can we
result.
all just like take lessons from him during this match about how to stroke? Jeez Louise, this guy.
Mhm.
So smooth.
Nice. That was real smart. That could be a
Like, don't hit that in, though.
right. That could have been a rack-winning decision he just made right there.
Mm-hmm.
Although the 3 is pretty close to the 4. Which
I was
is
just
in
going
the
to say,
jaws, so...
but you only have to, like, one rail kick this.
And it is Paul.
So he's going to like it.
Oh, he got it.
Oof.
Nice. And shape. Look at that. That shot worked out real well.
Mm-hmm.
These shots are tricky. A little top spin when they're real close.
I like those shots.
Mm-hmm. Because you can't double hit the ball or push it, you know.
Right.
But you also want to hit it top and get it to go forwards.
Mm-hmm. Although I was told it by a ref once that
Right. I thought it was
If
a
it
legal
goes-
shot.
if it goes forward, it's actually a foul. And I'm like, but I used top. And they
Right.
called a foul on me anyway.
Yeah, it didn't look like a foul to me. I remember that shot. We're both kind of perplexed by it. But, you know.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Play
Yep.
more pool. Play some pool about it.
Yep. All right. Oh, I like that.
Follow that ref to the parking lot. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's see. He's got this cut into the side. Or it's kind of straight. Got to make it. Yeah, I think as long as he just makes it. Paul might have a little bit of a cut on the 8. Ooh.
Oh, but maybe not if he doesn't leave him any angle.
Yeah, I think he would have been better off just rolling forward a little bit, you know, and just leaving him the long cut. He tried to go across the table to leave him cut into the opposite pocket. But yeah, hitting balls into the side pocket with the force needed for that. It's a questionable proposition.
But it's Paul.
Yep.
He just gonna bank it. He is our current Banks king. We should have another Banks ring game soon.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. No, he'll be able to just roll forward, I think. He can miss the side and bounce out. Yep. Awesome. Tying it back up. Paul and Chris. Or no, Paul and Mike. They're not, they're never going to lie down. So Byers and Martin got to stay on top of them.
I'm just spitballing here, but what if we just picked a weekend in June or... No, not June. There's too many things happening. We got too many matches, but in July and did like a Banks weekend, did an under 500, under 600,
Oh, it's break time.
and then an
Sweet.
over 600 day.
So if it is break time, one of the things that we would like to talk about is Ox Billiards.
Oh man, Ox is the best.
Yeah, if you haven't been to Ox Billiards up in Seattle, you owe it to yourself to go check it out. It's kind of like a private club. They do have public hours. But yeah, like players there, I don't know how much it is per month, but yeah, then you can go there whenever you want. 24 hours a day. You have a membership and ability to go in there and play. It is under a building, so it's this really cool basement room. It's probably one of my favorite rooms I've ever played in, to be honest. Played in the Seattle Open there a couple times.
Yeah, it's up on
Awesome
Capitol
events.
Hill. It's in a cool neighborhood.
Oh yeah, so much culture.
Yep, a lot of college kids running around in the
Mm-hmm.
area. It's real fun. Mike, the owner, is just a friggin' awesome dude.
Yeah.
Sec Sec Wong runs awesome tournaments. They put together some really cool events. So if you ever get a chance to play in an event up at Ox, we would highly recommend it. We always have such a good time when we go up there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if you know in advance, there's a lot of really cool options of places to stay in Seattle. So if you know long enough in advance, you can find some like a cool situation to stay at too.
Yeah, the other thing about Ox is they have 4 like regulation snooker tables, not your 5x10s. It's 12x6 with that really fuzzy green cloth that's all beautiful.
Well, and they're attracting professional players to come play in their tournaments as well. So it's like kind of one of the only places in the Northwest you're going to be able to catch
That level of play, like the Seattle Open, it's a match
a
room
Tyler
event.
Steyer or
Yeah. Yeah, the Bluegrass Badass. Come on, brain. Skylar Woodward.
Yeah,
He was there. I got to play Jonas Sudo from Spain. That guy's a wizard. He just got second in the UK Open.
oh man, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, nice kid, too.
Yeah. He's real nice. But yeah, good chance of catching a professional player up there at an event.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we just
Like world-class professional.
yeah, like the people you see on TV, if they
Mm-hmm.
like in the Moscone Cup and stuff.
Right.
But we love Ox. They are also a Mike D sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want to give them a shout out, even though they're not our local place. We really enjoy.
It's a destination.
It really
place
is.
Just awesome.
They're creating a really cool culture there. Let's see.
After playing in the Seattle Open, I'm just kind of like, that's kind of the type of competing I would love to do all the time. Everybody's just so respectful, classy. I actually enjoy the dress code. You know, it's just like pool at its best.
Yeah, and it's,
Sportsmanship.
it's a private club, so it's not like a bar.
Right. Ooh, he lost his cue
There's
ball a little
not
bit,
going to be like,
yeah, it has like the chillness and like respectfulness you'd find in like a nice library.
yeah, and you
You
can't,
know,
you know,
it's,
they don't have a bar there, but they do have like drinks. So if you want to have a drink, you can have one.
Yeah.
No hard alcohol, but no food. But you're up on Capitol Hill. There's so much good eating up there.
Yeah, you just go
Nice little
outside and get a
combo.
Seattle dog from a cart.
Yep, they're everywhere.
Right.
Plus, there's an awesome breakfast place called Skillet Diner
Oh man,
that we
love
just
that place.
love up on Capitol Hill.
And
Shout out Skillet Diner.
Right. Lost his cue ball a little bit at that break, but they're still at the table, so it didn't matter. Okay, he's giving him enough angle to get back to center table. First look at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even if he overhits this, Chris is going to find a way to get shape on that 4. So
Just don't come off that rail and scratch.
yeah, or don't hit it too hard and get up there by the 7. He might even just go forward a little bit and shoot the 3 in the side. Nope. Okay.
Or just
Well,
shoot it
that'll
in
work.
the same pocket, I guess.
Yeah, I think we'll see a little pop draw from him here. Yeah, he's jacking up to just kind of pop it up off that top rail. Now look at that. Josh Martin on his grip hand. He's got his pinky out there just flying in the wind. We're going to try and check that out and see if we can.
He's having a little tea party. Pinky's out.
Yep.
Oh, Cesar, you know Skillet? Yeah, we love that place. That's
Go to the Skillet Diner.
our jam when we're up in Seattle. Plus, it's a really just like a nice little walk from Ox.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is good. The 10 ball being in the middle of that short rail down there in that area. Got to be real deliberate about how he gets down there. Because, like, you could draw it right into the 10 and make it tough. Or you can get...
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, he's got enough angle. I think he's going to slice it in that top.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and he already showed us that,
He can slice and dice.
yeah. Don't give this man a knife. Or do.
Wow, just so smooth. Nice.
Ooh, these guys have been battling it out. Room's looking nice there, Mr. Johnson.
Well, thank you. Putting together this room has been one of the funnest projects.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
It was like it's like making it like, you know, like when you're in grade school, like kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Did you ever make a diorama?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I always loved that.
Did you ever play Barbies?
Oh,
Where
you
all
have
you
Barbie
did,
house, right?
all you did was make rooms?
Oh, yeah, those are so fun.
Like,
I made a house for my Ninja Turtles out of cardboard boxes.
oh.
Nice.
But they live in the sewer. There's no houses in the sewer.
Oh, I decorated it with Christmas lights even. It was awesome.
Oh, wow. Of course,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
made it light up.
Of course.
I'd expect nothing less out of you.
Yep. Now, normally this shot isn't too difficult. Queuing over the 7
Yeah.
adds another layer of, but just a little bit of inside, just tap it in.
Mm.
Did great.
No, nice control, Mike D.
He may have even gotten flat enough on it where Paul can draw back and shoot the 4 in the same corner pocket. But it also might be one of those. Yeah, if the cue ball, well, the 2 being closer to the rail makes that shot a little bit tough.
Oh, this is exciting. We're like in the meat of the match now, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We're like, we're not coming down the wire yet, but
Ooh,
they've been
oh.
keeping everything so close. And the most either team has ever had was a 2-game lead. So this is exciting stuff. I know. I've been really pumped for this match ever since you told me it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
It was in the plan. It was
And
planned for like 3 weeks or something like that. We had it.
well, and yeah, we were talking with Chris when he was over to do that commentary that night to get on the stream, and
Nice.
that was before the baby came, and just the timing wasn't right. And also, I don't know if we talked about this, but there's a little bit of scratch in the middle this time. Well, there's $1,000 in the middle. Everybody
Right.
ponying up.
Right.
So
Well, he's got a real delicate rail first shot here. Okay. Yeah, he just didn't want to lose that cue ball. That's pretty good. Well, let's see here. He could 2-rail the 7 down to the right-hand short rail and leave the cue ball up there and hide behind that stuff. Or he could cut it in. Or he could do a kick and stick. We'll see what he does. I think he's cutting it in.
I think he's going to cut it in too.
Yep.
And he does.
Yeah, that was always the problem, getting shape on the 7. And even though he hit the 8, it worked out for him.
Yeah, it worked out just fine. And honestly, because he moved that 8,
Yeah.
that might be what gets them out.
For real, yeah, he's got room to run around the table a little bit.
Exactly, where that 8 was tied up close with that 10.
Less traffic.
Yep. Now it has its own pocket, doesn't have to fight for that
Wow.
corner, and this should be a tie game again.
Trading blows. Oh, wow. The beginning of that shot, I was
gonna
like,
say,
is that
look,
going to get there?
look, he's doing his pimp walk.
He was like, yeah, I left you that.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why you should take a lesson from Paul, because he will leave you like this. Actually, he was my first lesson after I took a 16-year break of playing pool. You know, having kids and doing all that stuff. When I was ready to get back into it, I just called up Paul and was like, hey, bro. Like, I want to start playing pool again. Can you help me out? And that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mark that game?
I did not.
Yeah. What? I was like, it should be tied. You're about to get called out again.
Right.
I'll slap him, you guys. No, I won't.
We'll go to the booth view just so people can see it.
If you do it a third time, it's just like rules. My rules of, I'll talk to you if you're drunk, but if you tell me the same story 3 times, I hang up the phone.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good rule to have because I'll do the same thing.
All right. Josh Martin, breaking it up.
Squat that cue ball.
Let's see if he keeps it
Yep.
in the middle.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Nice.
he's hitting that break so straight.
Oh.
Oh, another dry break for those guys.
Ooh. Yeah. Now we just gotta race to 5. Okay, what do we see with this rack?
He may roll. He's going to probably put the cue ball so he can shoot between the 410 at the 2. That just gives him a better angle to leave him on the 3. Otherwise, he's got to cut the 2, and the cue ball goes over towards the 7-ish. Okay, he drew back to try and prevent that. So yes, I think they're discussing the option of him just rolling the 2 in and leaving Mike a cut on the 3.
Mm-hmm.
He might actually bank this. No,
It looks like he's going low.
he is banking it.
Of
Yup.
course he is.
He's Bank Master Paul.
Seriously, Bank King.
That was a nice move. Good, smart shot. He's probably just evaluating what kind of angle do I need to leave him so getting on the 5 from the 4s.
Right, that's the
That's
only
the tricky
thing
thing.
that I was seeing. It could be.
Yeah, so he left him the right angle. Still got to hit it a little firmer to get it to drift over that way. I don't think it'll be too tough for Paul. Yep. Flawless.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were talking about, those combos. Combos aren't bad as long as you leave yourself well for them.
Exactly. So if you know you got a combo coming up,
Right.
do what Mike D just did and take that extra moment to think about and
Because,
look
yeah,
at
like
it.
any bit of cutting you have to do on the ball just makes the combo that much trickier. So he wants to come out the rail enough. Yeah, he should have this. Just kind of worried about where the 6 ball is going to finish. So he's got to hit it a little bottom. Flawless.
Oh, thought he was just going to make
Even
it
if it
too.
went in, he'd be all right. But
Yep. I mean, it's not a terrible lead on the 9.
Mm-hmm.
But now he has an opportunity to give him an even better one.
It's pretty deep in the jaws. He might just draw it straight back.
It looks like he's going to go forward and use the rail.
Oof. Hand flip.
Oh, that's a hand flip.
Yep, he thought it was going to come off the rail more, but it kind of got pinched in between the ball.
We are at 0 hand flips for Chris Byers and Josh Martin. 2 cool players.
Well, it's one of the reasons changed up the cameras just a little bit, because they had better field of vision to catch those types of things. Because I personally love to see each player's mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a tricky one. He's either got to dig into it and draw back or go forward.
He's going draw.
Great. Good shot.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, there's Scotch doubles teams, and then there's Scotch doubles teams where the 2 dudes are like the best of friends.
well, these guys have been playing pool together for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more.
Right. Probably so. They're both.
I mean, they played on a team. Who all was on that team? Cedric was on that team. Who was back when I worked at Sam's. And they were one of my favorite teams every week. Like, everybody on the team was just like A real chill bro.
Well, yeah, I think they both started playing in their teenage years ish.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both like 53, so yeah, well over 30 years, I'm guessing.
I think Paul said like close like 35.
Wow. Nice. Got that one ball. Does the 2 pass the 9 is the question?
Ooh, I don't think so.
No.
Unfortunate.
He's getting down on it. He's got a plan already. Just park it behind the 9. Yep, look at that.
Oh.
He might have even gotten it so tight to that 9 that... Yeah.
Oof.
Oof. Brutal.
Super brutal.
Yeah, there's no kicking off that top rail. But this is cool. We'll get to see how the great Chris Byers handles this situation.
Potential for a jailbreak here.
Now, I've got to believe that Chris Byers has a real solid understanding of like multiple rail maneuvers because he grew up also learning from Randy Smith, who loves multiple rail shots.
Now we get to see the great Randy Smith.
Yeah, Thursday. Oh, he said, you know what? This don't make no sense. I'm just going to move some stuff around.
Okay.
But that's really interesting. Why would he put the 5 there?
He moved the 7.
No. Thought he moved the 5.
I thought he moved the 7. No.
Yeah, because he just... Because, yeah, with that shot, I don't really see too many obstacles in their way.
Maybe he was hoping to get it closer to the 5. Who knows?
Right. Might have been trying to tie something up.
Maybe he's just human after all.
Right. Well, Mike's taking his time because the angle he leaves Paul for this 5 ball. But yeah, putting that ball over there definitely means they have to travel more. So made them scratch their heads a bit.
Well, I mean, they're having quite the discussion, so maybe it was the right play.
Right.
And we just don't.
Yeah, he just has to make sure he comes off the rail enough. Okay. He's probably going to try and draw this with inside, just so it checks it when it hits the rail after the 6. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, now Mike's the type of player that plays real smart. When there's a chance to go simple, he does. So I believe he's just going to roll forward a hair. And he proved me wrong. It's like, no, not this time, Jesse.
Not this time.
No. What do you think? Do you think he goes forward 2 rails?
Knowing Paul, I'm going to go yes. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm. For shaping the side. Oh, and he even gave him the good angle. So
I was just going to say, and the angle he gave him made it perfect to just get natural shape on the 9, too.
Yep. Just bounce off that left-hand short rail.
Yep. Dink.
Oh,
An extra dink?
he invoked another rail.
I invoke thee.
Yeah, he can go forward or stun to get in the zone for the 10, so.
I don't know. I
He's
learned.
going a little bottom. I think he's just going to stun across the table. Yep.
Nice.
Bounced a little more than he wanted, but I don't expect him to have a problem with this.
I don't either. Are they going to be the first to double digits?
The great Mike D, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, don't curse him. Ugh.
I know. No, it's good. No, he's a freight train.
All right. Back to Chris Byers' break.
Wow.
10-8.
Yeah, let's see. Puts his feet together, does some air stroking.
Nice wide stance.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like he puts his shot line over the top of his foot. Oh, an unfortunate scratch.
Oh.
Yeah, because Paul and Mike, I don't think they're going to have a hard time picking this rack apart. I mean, getting from the 5 to the 7 is probably the trickiest part here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to roll forward for shape on the 3. The 4 is right there.
That 8 looks like it does go past that
Yep.
9.
For real.
And,
I like that. He went forward and bounced off the rail rather than try and get his speed like absolutely flawless. The only issue is he's pretty flat, so if he plans on doing something with backspin on the 4 to give Paul an angle to get on the 7 from the 5. Yep.
just stop.
Yep. Yeah, see, it looks like he's going at the bottom of the ball, so he can pull it back a bit.
Man, I
And,
should have. What I should have been counting is errors because I don't think we've seen more than a handful tonight.
right.
This has been such high level pool.
Yep.
Real fun.
Well, I gave him kind of a funny angle here, so he's got to go high inside. He can't draw back because he might get stuck in.
Ooh.
Oh, and he did it. Look at this. I mean, that works.
I tried
you
to
know?
rattle that one too, but he got it.
Well, yeah, he had to hit it like that. If he drew it back, the 9 and the 8 could get in the game when he didn't want. So, yep. Very nice. Oh, that was a painful scratch for Chris Byers and
For
Josh Martin.
real.
But yeah, Chris has a big energetic break, and his cue balls have been a little wild on his break. He hasn't been like
Well,
holding it in the center of the table, to get it to go forward a lot and move around, and so.
don't fact check me on it, but I believe that's the first scratch on a break for Chris.
For Chris,
Or did he have one more?
he may have. His cue ball's been moving around a lot on his break. Oof. Yeah, but man, that one really hurt. If they were going to try and change momentum at all, it just got a lot tougher.
Yeah, and Paul smells blood in the water. He's getting animated.
Oh, yeah.
Paul's pleats are on point. Oh.
His what?
His pleats in his pants.
Oh. Yep. His nice bitter apparel jersey looking real good.
Well, one time Paul came over and he thought that to play Jesse some pool and thought that maybe they would be streaming it, but they ultimately didn't. But he dressed up for the event just in case he happened to be on the stream. And my kids came over for dinner as Paul was leaving, and I would, introduce them, and then Paul took off, and I was like, oh, and he's got the best wife, and my kids were like, we thought he was gay because he was so nicely dressed that day, and his hair was all done, and he was like looking real on point.
Yep. That was great.
No, he's just naturally flamboyant.
That was weird. It said negative 1,000 something. I was like,
What-
how does
what
that work?
happened?
I do not know.
All right.
Ooh, look at this.
Okay. This doesn't look like it
Oh, man.
sucks.
Yeah, it looks like Chris and Josh just saw this break and like, oh,
Just like, shit, we just want to get to the table again.
right. Something get in their way. Something slow them down.
Right? Because they're starting to steamroll.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, did he get there? Well, I think he may have gotten there enough. Also, another thing that Mike could put the cue ball up there by the 5 and send the 2 down past the 3-9. Or you can just shoot it right in the pocket.
Oh, yeah, just shoot in the pocket.
Yep.
Wanna try
I
that?
thought maybe it was blocked by the 9 or something.
Yeah, it did look like. But I proved us wrong.
I really don't see any room for problems. You know?
Well, and
I mean, if
they're shooting like they
anything-
don't either.
Right. If anything, maybe there's a little bit more angle on this, but even so, Paul will just go down more past center table and take the 7 in the upper left. If there's too much angle to leave him for the 7 in the side, that is. But they're talking it over. Yeah, he's saying nope. Don't try and hold it. That'll just make it get weird. It'd be like one of those things you try and play at pocket speed, but the cue ball bounces off the rail too much. Oh, man.
He got in his head a little bit on that
Mhm.
one.
He did.
Oh, snap. Oh, Chris and Josh must be like, oh, thank you, pool gods, for giving us this opportunity.
That'll do.
Yep.
That'll be just what Chris needs.
Yep. I just used some draw on this.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, great amount of draw.
Yep, that was a great shot, Josh. Oh, big smooth. Um, those shots for me, those like straight draw ones, right?
Right?
Where you got to do a little bit extra draw. Um, those can be really difficult. But
Well, if you don't
did
practice them a lot.
well, he did such a good job on that one
Mm-hmm.
to get it back enough and not too much or not too little.
Yeah, if you want to draw the ball back a very specific amount and do it consistently, that takes a lot of practice.
And you might wear an X into your pool table.
Yep, I've done that.
I know. That's what I'm referencing.
Mm.
I think you've done that a couple times. Are you going to really go hard on Wednesday and see if you can get an X into it right before it gets recovered?
No, we got plans Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, it's the bike rodeo.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Ooh, that's
He was going to scratch. I think he got helped.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Oof. But the 8 goes down, so
Yeah, they got to be thankful for that. Yeah, he's looking at this like, we're going to put this cue ball so that it's easy for Josh to get me on the 3. All right, that's a pretty good move. Now Josh just has to basically use that same draw stroke.
right?
Yep. Come back maybe 2 feet. Unless he's not quite as straight as it looks. Yeah, so that's why he was saying, hey, should I go forward? Come off the rail, yeah.
Yeah, there. Yeah. Okay, did we all learn from Chris Byers telling us exactly what to do there?
Yep.
Use all the rails.
Just make sure to get enough of that right hand spin.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
no.
Go, go, go. Ooh.
Yeah, that takes a lot of a stroke on that shot to get it around the table. I was actually thinking with this cloth, when they take it off the table,
Mm-hmm.
clean it before he takes it off. But it's a big enough piece of cloth that if I got a pattern and found a seamstress, somebody could make me a sport jacket out of it.
Get out of here.
Oh, it'd be so great.
Just get yourself some pants. Some pool pants.
Right. No, make a sport coat out of it and then like have it so where you put the braking spot, have that like in the middle of the back or up on the top of the. Yeah, that'd be cool. So it'd be obvious. You made a coat out of a pool tablecloth, you clown. It's got to run.
Is it gonna get there?
Very close to maybe.
I don't think it will. Maybe.
Oof.
Oof.
That's a close one.
That's real close. I think you can get there. Pants and a coat? Yeah, a hold.
The whole getup. And some underwear.
Just make a pool tuxedo.
Right? That would be cool, though.
That would be insane.
Well, worsted wool, nylon blend is one of the things that they make really nice suit coats out of.
Well, save your scraps this time.
Yeah, no, last time Randy just balled them up and put them in a bag, and I was like, whoa, I was going to use that.
And he was like, too bad.
He was like, well,
I already threw some macaroni in there. I don't know.
Macaroni.
I don't know. A tie is definitely doable, Dylan. I could probably make a tie. I have enough sewing skills. I could probably fashion a tie.
Yeah, it's just basically a fabric tube with pointy ends. Yeah, anybody knows any good seamstresses or seamsters?
Nova.
Oh, yeah, she
Nova Davis. She probably could.
He did pretty good on that shot. Got around the table pretty well.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Now, let's see. Where do you think Chris is going to do with this shot? Doesn't go past the 9. He might double this lower right corner and try and get like center of the table-ish, or he might go high inside. Oh, he got there. Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, high inside. It's like,
That was perfect.
yeah.
Right in between them.
mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah, see, he already understands, like, yeah, these rails are clean. He's already adjusted to the fact they're cleaner rails and spin doesn't bite as hard.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Josh just did a nice inside bite off the rail shot also.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I go out in public and play, and the rails are dirtier and stickier, and I overspin everything.
Yeah, I saw it at the Silver Star. A few getting wild with it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
And they get to double digits also.
Ooh, tightening it back up.
Yeah.
Just when we thought Paul and Mike were running away with it. Nope.
Nope. But it is back to their break.
Mm-hmm. Which bodes well for them and all that. Just don't scratch on the break and make a ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see Paul's
big break.
Paul's breaking dynamics.
He breaks like I do, where he isn't out at the second diamond out. He keeps it down on the first diamond, and he keeps his hand on the rail and uses the rail to bridge harder.
Right.
Which is my preference as well.
Yeah, I think Mike can cut this in that upper corner and keep the cue ball kind of like where it's at now for a shot on this too. But working on the short side of a ball where that cue ball ends up stopping, those millimeters matter.
Mm-hmm.
Position is much more delicate.
Well, we got a match here, folks.
He could also draw this with a bunch of outside spin and double that corner and come back out in between the 2-3. It's an option too. Could also go high inside.
These guys have played 21 games of pool.
Yeah. In just shy of 3 hours. Which makes sense, about 7 games an hour.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's decent pace for some thoughtful 10 ball.
Yep.
Yeah, is he going inside?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got it.
Sometimes those high inside spin shots like that, if you're going to get a skid, where the balls just kind of stick together just momentarily as they touch, and then you end up undercutting the shot.
Oh, what's up, lucky loser? Thanks for tuning in. You know, we talked about going to that big dog, but we just have so many tournaments coming up.
Well, we also have
And-
family plans for Memorial Day.
I was going to say, and the weather at the beach this weekend isn't supposed to suck. So we're going to try to escape and have a little bit of family downtime at the beach this weekend. And then we'll be right back to pool next week.
Yep.
So, yep, final match on the blue cloth. Gray coming.
Yep.
Exciting week.
This is the trickier shot, and the rest of this out.
Oh, and he did not get there.
Yep.
And I don't know. We're
I
going
don't
to
know
see
if
a hand flip, but we're definitely seeing a mega frown face.
Yep.
But we've seen Paul be extremely successful with his jumps. Or no, he's got his
Ooh,
regular cue.
Well, yeah, the reason he has his regular cue is because this jump, you got to clear the 6, and the ball lands, and it bounces off the table.
I see.
Yeah. It doesn't have enough of a runway to land in, unless you land directly on the 4. And then that can get a little chaotic as well, so... He's kicking that way. I would think he would be kicking the other way. But he's trying to make it in that side, that's why.
Oh, and he almost did.
Yep.
Nice try.
But don't make it, you sell out. Oh yeah, look at the weather.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be like 60 and not rainy,
Cool.
and that does not happen at our beaches in Washington. Okay. Are Chris and Josh going to be able to tie it up?
I mean, I think so, especially because this is probably one of the trickier shots in these last 5 balls, and Chris is the one shooting it. Is it going to roll enough?
Is it going to get there?
Well,
Yeah, give me an.
I think it goes.
I think so too.
I mean, it's these always get in your head a little bit, right? When there's a ball like that close, because you're like, oh no.
Yeah, he's going to take it to the other side and have that 9. No? I lied. He looked at it though.
Yeah, he's going to come out of this bottom right corner. Oh, see it clipped it. Oof.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he's given this a thought. He could kind of do some center inside and go 2 rails back to center of the table. Or he might draw back. Looks like he's going hot. Yep, that's what he did.
Yeah, he didn't like that. It's too much.
Yeah, it went a little far on him, but Paul can manage.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got to stun it down to the short rail and back out.
Pop. Do it again.
And this is a good draw shot all day long, but that one last draw shot earlier in the rack, Mike might have decelerated on the stroke or something like that. He just didn't get the action he was looking for. So extra careful, executed flawlessly this time. There they go. They're on the hill.
They're on the hill. Okay. We get to see Chris Byers break at least one more time. Nope, this will be the last one of him breaking for the evening. Since
Yeah.
they're doing that in rotation as well.
if they win 2 games, Chris could be breaking for the Hill match, right?
Oh, maybe.
Nice. Made some stuff, but tied up.
Oh, lots of stuff.
And traffic.
Okay.
Okay, he's going for a jump rather than pushing out.
Well, we've seen him nail a jump just like this earlier.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to have a really great opportunity. Oh, very close.
Oh, so close.
But it's a nice two-way. Look at
yeah. Cool.
this. Paw of a window? No.
I'm always rooting for a Hill match, so...
Well, for real. All right, we're going to see Paul's jumping prowess here.
Yeah, give me a different view.
Going 3-dimensional. While sitting on a cube of chalk. Is it going to get weird? It got a little weird, didn't it?
It got weird.
Yeah.
And then he was like, there's a chalk in my butt.
Kind of do a kicky stick behind the 1. Send the 1 down towards the 6 and leave the cue ball right around there. There's a shot there. He might just... Well, let's see what he does. Yep. But he played it real soft. Look at that delicate little save.
Yeah. Those are my favorite saves. When you just, like, don't have to move too much
Yeah,
around.
I mean, he saw that real well. Just kick behind it and the cue ball drift along the rail. Clever. But Mike can kick at this 1 and make the 8.
True.
The only problem is if the cue ball hits the 1, makes the 8, and then drifts down behind the 10. That didn't happen. So.
Well, now you gotta, make the
now
10?
You gotta do some
Or
thinking because
do that same shot again.
I think he can make the 1 down here in this lower right corner. So he's going to try and draw it a little tiny bit so he has a look
Give me a
at
different view. I don't think I looked at that, and I think
No?
he's too close to that 4 to get the
Oh.
angle on that one.
Yeah, because the question is if he can't
I think he can make the 110.
he can make the 1 down here in the lower right.
Oh,
He just has to maintain his cue ball to give Mike a look at the 2.
boom.
Yeah, and so that's enough. That works. Now Mike can pop out, bring his cue ball back between the 4-10 to get a real good look at the 3. I think part of their discussion might have also been talking about, well, what happens when we get on the 6-7? Because you got to really maintain that angle. Fortunately, making the 4. As long as the cue ball stays where the 4 is-ish. Got to look at the 6. Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, so that means...
But that was also tricky because, man, it was so close to that side pocket.
Paul's going to probably go 3 rails here to leave him a shot on the 4 in the same pocket.
I see that.
Could also, yeah.
Yeah, watching all this pool and doing commentary on it has really helped me with my multiple rails.
Ooh,
Watch it.
he wanted that
Watch
to
it.
go long,
Oh,
not
oh. But
wanted
you,
that to go long, not short. You know,
mm-hmm.
so it hits the short rail and bounces up towards the 4. But it didn't scratch.
And you can see it.
Well, Mike made Paul shoot one of these shots earlier, so it's only fair that Paul makes Mike shoot one now. Oh, it's a tester.
Yeah, because you had to use top English.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hand flip.
Yeah, now we got... Well... See, I don't mind the bank, the cross side here, because the cue ball is going to come around a couple rails for a look on the 6. So...
A lot of discussing going on.
Mm-hmm. So that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try the bank here.
Hit me with the side view.
But I want to see him. Oh, no, he cut it in the side.
Yeah, why didn't you zoom in?
Because I'm going to do this.
Great.
There. Yeah. I didn't realize that cut was so cuttable.
Maybe if we had a different camera angle, we would have seen that. Busting balls.
Yep. Now Josh really just has to worry about making the ball.
You got to make the ball.
Yep.
You can leave them anywhere. Just don't scratch and make the ball.
Is he cutting it into the lower pocket?
I think so.
Oh. Oof.
Oof.
Those are much more missable than had me cut it into the top pocket. But it all comes down to how he feels, you know.
Right.
He felt more comfortable with that.
He didn't leave a gimme.
But, I mean, he may have just given them the game, though.
I don't think that's makeable.
No?
You got to kick at it.
Well, they're talking about it like it's
Are you gonna have to
problematic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's too far out of the pocket. It's going to go into the rail first and rattle around. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'd kick at it to be safe. Nope, he's going for it.
Yeah, I think it goes with some outside spin. Yeah, all day. Ooh. Mike's got that.
Oh, boy.
Yep, he's just going to take his time like a smart person.
Oh. Mike D has a chance.
I think he's got a real good chance. Is he just walking around the table to be dramatic?
I don't know. I hope so.
Right. I mean, the cue ball.
Don't walk around too long and talk yourself out of it, though.
Right.
Don't scratch. Oh, and pop up one more time.
Well, it's tricky. It's a little bit of an intimidating shot because close to your work, the scratch is there. You
He's
got to beat
got it.
that. I mean, oh,
I cursed him.
it psyched him out.
Oh, no.
For real, right?
He walked too much.
Oh, but it was makeable. He didn't double kiss. He didn't scratch.
Yeah, he didn't do the things.
Yep.
Oof.
And now they're left with one of those shots. But it's Chris shooting it, so don't expect him to not make this at all.
Oh.
Wow, I'm real surprised he came that close to scratching. But
Oh,
like,
jeez.
don't want to put too much spin on that ball because it could squirt or drift or any number of things. So.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. Well, things are getting real tense as we're coming down to the wire here, folks. And we just want to say thanks so much for tuning in and supporting us. And make sure to like and subscribe, like our videos, subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook. And shoot us a message if you want to come get on our stream. Come
Yeah.
over and hang out.
Um,
We're in Vancouver, Washington. We're right by the 205 Glen Jackson Bridge.
I really enjoy subscribing to YouTube channels that I like because
If you're
then,
out of
then
town.
they're easy to find. Then I'm always aware of what's coming up. And
Well, and it just gives us more visibility and recommends us the more people that subscribe. So, and if you're coming from out of town, we have spare room, so we can put you up overnight. So, think about it. Come play on the stream. It's fun. It's so fun.
it's a hoot.
And Nanny. That's for you, GMO.
I think we had a urination break.
Well, I'm sure everybody's like really thrilled to hear about it too.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, everybody has a bladder.
Didn't somebody kick the door thing?
Oh, right.
I love videos of dogs just playing with them or cats just playing with those door stoppers.
I had a cat that would push marbles along the baseboard all night long.
Oh, that's funny.
Oof. Okay, didn't scratch. Now you just need to make the 3-ball. Sweet.
He did.
No clear shot on the 1, though. I don't
Nope.
think it goes by that 6.
I do not think so either.
I mean, the good news is you could just play a stop shot on the 1 and send the 1 kind of towards the 8 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he does here, he does not want them to be happy to come to the table. Okay, so he's calling that, so yeah. He might be trying to play it just a hair wide to leave it on the short rail. Yep, that's what he did.
Oh,
And actually hitting
Nice.
8 helped him.
yep, it sure did.
So I believe Josh has a jump here.
Oh, Karen in the chat, what's up? Congratulations, winning with Dustin the other night.
Oh, nice.
I saw the pictures from the Midway Scotch. So great job. Oh, and thanks, Chris. We just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
We just like pool, and we like people.
Yeah.
And Jesse likes to mess with cameras, and he's so good at doing the graphics and making everything so cool. So shout out to Jesse. Making it happen for all of us.
All right, let's see how well he does this jump. He's been jumping. He's been successfully getting 3-dimensional all match. So
Mm-hmm.
the question isn't whether he's going to not hit it. I think it's whether he's going to make it or not. And I think he's getting some love here.
Oh, he sure did.
Wow.
That was cool. Great job.
Right. Yeah. No early 10s, so that 10 ball being in the corner is not really.
Doesn't mean anything.
No.
It's going to get made. They're going to spot it. Oh, almost right now.
Okay, so let's see here.
Okay, that is a ball in hand.
The one getting on
So
the
that
6.
actually is a successful save that they,
Accidentally played off a jump.
whatever.
Yep.
They got ball in hand off it. That's a stat I keep track of. Break and run doesn't really apply. I mean, I guess. Have we seen any break and runs? I haven't been keeping that score. Shit.
Well, let's see what happens here, because Chris may have said, hey, Josh, just stop it there, and I can carry him the 5 in, unless the 4 passes the 5.
Oh, what up, Rashawn?
Oh, he gave him a real good look at this 4 on the side. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Don't really see too many problems here. He's probably going to try and put the cue ball in between the 6-9 for a shot on the 6. Easier to combo the 10 in than the 9. Oh. Oh, no. That's a rare miss from Big Smooth.
Yeah. I think that's as close to a hand flip as he gets.
Yeah. Yeah, he just mishit that because the cue ball isn't even somewhere for the 5. You know, he might have been just trying to do too much with it to make Josh's shot on the 5 easy to get shape on the 6.
Well, and also, I mean, let's keep in mind that they're on their 24th game of pool. They've been playing for almost 3.5 hours now.
Right.
You're going to have a brain fart, you know? We just saw Mike have an error,
Yep.
you know? It's just
Yeah, this is quite the long grind.
for sure.
Yeah, it's a real test to play pool where your focus is.
I definitely lost crazy focus. It was so hard to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's going to leave him for the 6-10 combo. And, I mean, there's a possible turnover in this rack depending on the outcome of that because the 10's deep in the jaws and it's one side of the pocket. So the 6 ball is definitely going to hit the 10 unless he rolls it in to hold it in the pocket. You know, so you either play to have the 6 go somewhere specifically or you try and hold it there.
Oh, I'd just go pocket speed.
Yeah, but it can hit the 10 and end up on the short rail. So got to be really careful of that. So, yeah, he hit it hard enough to get it out of there.
Get it out of there.
Yep.
Okay.
So he had an idea it was going to go headed that way. So Paul's got a makeable cut into the side.
And they're 4 balls from a payday.
Yeah. There's a little off angle, so the cue ball's coming down to this rail. So got to hit it with enough speed to get it to bounce off that rail. Adding speed to cutting balls on the side can be tricky. But not for Paul. Came out. I guess that kind of indicates maybe he was trying to leave him for a shot on the 7 in the lower right.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a tricky one. That 10 is looming large, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 10 is a huge ball right now because your target zone to shoot the 8 just got cut in half by it.
Totally.
Unless you try and play short side. Oh, how well did he do it? Good enough. Paul's got a cut. But let's see. He can cut it and go 2 rails. Yeah, he's kind of trying to look at it and see where do I want to hit on this bottom long rail with the cue ball.
Oof.
Yeah.
The shot is going to be everything, right?
Well, this shot is going to help us know whether we might get a hill or definitely not.
Oh.
Whoa.
And he left him over the pocket, so he has so much more of that cue ball.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah, that. And I mean, you got to say, obviously, what a shot. But also,
Wow.
right?
I mean, fortune
everything
smiled upon them.
Everything went right that could have.
Yep. And Mike D brings it home. Wow.
Wow.
That last shot, boy.
Right.
Yep.
Woo! What an exciting match tonight. We didn't get Hill, but oh man, we got close to it. So, let's go see if anybody wants to come talk.
Get Mike D in here in the booth and with Paul.
Right.
We're gonna have to, and we'll just let him talk for a minute. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And again, thanks everybody for tuning in.
It's been real good match, I would say.
Hell yeah. All right, go get some folks.
Get them folks. Wow. I can't believe that ball rattled out of that corner pocket to give him shape. What? Yeah, we'll get Mr. Mike D and Mr. Paul Marquez in here to tell us a bit about the match. Hi there.
Hi.
You want to come in and tell us a little bit about your experience with the match?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
You can hear us on this, right?
Yeah.
I said to Paul at one point, you know, we could make this look easy. We're just not. Yeah. Man, I missed a 10 ball that was a $500 10 ball I missed there. That will haunt me forever, even though we won the match. That will haunt me. Paul's double points shape on the 10 ball there at the end. That was amazing. Yeah, it was a hell of a match. I think Paul and I would both say Scotch doubles, it's hard to not play tight. It's hard to loosen up.
Right.
I don't feel like we ever really shook off the cobwebs and started running racks. I really feel like we were capable of running rack after rack after rack.
Well, I want to say that Josh and Chris never let us be comfortable either.
Very
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's a great point.
So we know that every mistake was going to be punishing, and it was.
Right.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure Chris missed one ball.
Well, Josh played so good.
Yes.
And
100%.
he came up with strong shots, and Chris is if Chris wasn't working, he'd be our pro in Oregon. You know what I mean?
Of course, of course.
Every time he gets up, it's like, ugh.
Yep.
So I think we got to give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, I think it was just
Keeping the
that.
pressure
Oh
on us.
yeah, 100%. No, that's a
Also,
legitimate
you and I,
point.
we
Yeah.
have different styles. We really do.
Dramatically, yes, we do. Yes.
You like certain things, and
Yes.
I like, and vice versa.
We were halfway in the match when you said, "Hey, Mike, could you leave me closer to the ball?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess it just doesn't occur to me, man." Yeah. I mean,
You like to maintain angle. I like to manipulate angle.
but you do better for the cash because you get closer. And I dog sometimes at the end because I was trying for angle and Paul's being nice
I think
and I
that's
leave myself far away. Paul's got
It's a 50-50
yeah.
value.
I don't want to forget. Thanks for Ox Billiards for sponsoring me in this match. Appreciate it, Michael Dominguez, Christian Youngster.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
we,
appreciate it. Yeah, exactly.
Talked quite a
And
bit about
Bitter-
what a great place that is.
Oh, that's great.
And my
Yeah.
wife,
Yes, Bitter Apparel for Paul Marquez. Yeah, and
Dragonfly
Kirsten.
Billiard Academy.
That's right.
Yep,
That's
we
right.
showed your flyer.
And I usually thank Mike D, but he's here.
I know. I said Paul Marquez was my favorite pro in my sheet that I filled out.
Oh, yeah. We had some ups and downs, but
Oh,
we're creative and we're tough. So
Well, you did a good job coming back because they got a quick 2-game lead,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like, I don't
yeah.
think they're comfortable yet,
Yeah.
But then
it's
I
one
was
point.
like,
It was
it's gonna
3-1 to
happen.
them, right?
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's
it's like
easy
at one
to
point
forget
it's
right
going to
now.
happen because
Yep.
Mike D's a freight train. He's just always there, So
Great match, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks,
excellent.
Jesse. Thanks for letting us play, man.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
Just,
We're-
seriously.
yeah, we've been looking
this
forward to
PNW
this
pool
for-
thing that you started is amazing, man. I'm proud to be a part of it. Thanks for your sponsorship. You
Oh,
and
yeah.
PNW pool thing. You and Stephanie are amazing. Seriously, the community, the Pacific Northwest community is proud and lucky to have you guys. So
Oh,
just
we'll
thank you so
appreciate
much,
that.
man.
Well, we just love to do it.
Apparel, I think, I want
Yes.
to-
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for coming out to play. Great
Thanks, bro.
showing.
We appreciate
That was
it.
really a lot of fun.
Oh my God, it was scary. Scary
And
like that.
are Chris and Josh going to come in or no?
It didn't sound like it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Josh might.
All right. Well, guess we'll wait and see if he would like to come in or no. Okay, Chris had to go, which makes sense. What's up, Josh? How are you?
Jesse, I'm good.
Good. How was your match? Tell us what that was like for you, because
Oh man.
Mike D and Paul, they, came out on top, but you guys didn't make it easy for them at all. And it was quite the battle.
Man, it was back and forth. There was a couple stretches where Chris and I both we said, "Man, we just feel like we're sitting forever." I want to say it was like 8-8, and I broke dry, and they ran out. They broke and ran.
Okay.
Chris scratched on the break. I mean, there was like this stretch where
Right.
we couldn't get to the table.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like overall we it was a really tough match. Obviously, I mean they're going to run out any open table. We're going to do our best to run out of any open table, and it was a blast. Thank you
Yeah, that
very
was
much
some
for
really
having
good
us.
high-level Scotch play. I really liked it. Lots of creative safeties and escapes. Just great playing.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
Paul.
I thought you shot really well.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I appreciate that. Paul, it's like you couldn't lock him up to do to save the world.
Right,
today.
right. Yeah, there a couple
So-
times we thought he was in jail and he got out of it.
Yeah. And that shot right at the end, man.
Yeah,
You couldn't script it better.
bobbles and gets
Yeah.
perfect shape.
Yep.
That's how it happens, though. We were really excited for maybe a possible Hill match, but
Yeah.
maybe next time.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody that was watching. I had a blast. Chris had a blast. Mikey and Paul are world-class guys, and thank you very much to you
Yeah,
and your wife for
appreciate-
having
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, glad to meet you. Come
Yeah, you
back
too.
anytime.
Happy
if
to.
you want to come back and play a singles match or play another doubles match, just let us know.
Sure. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Appreciate you for tuning in, spending your time watching the fun we're having here. And like we said, if you feel like playing a match, hit us up.